All right, we're on. Let's see what's going on.
All right, we're on. Let's see what's going on.
All right, I can hear myself. My sound should be right. King Delight, what's going on? You guys let me know if my volume is clear or not. We'll take it from there. What's up, Trista? There seems to be a delay. Hey, guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up button when you come in here. Hey, Jane. Hey, Belinda. Pretty Face Nikki, what's going on? I uploaded a short today, and I announcing that my live. Nikki News, what's up? And I didn't know if it took or not. I didn't see it anywhere, so I don't know if anybody knows about this. Jessica B.A., what's up? Hey, guys, remember, hit the like button on your way in so you can notify other people that a live is coming. I really need you guys to do that today because I uploaded this live late. It's a carryover from yesterday. It's a part 2 to the John Watts series. So I want to get that out there. So, you know, it'd be good. I want to pack the house tonight. So we got 14 thumbs up and 32 people in here. Hit the thumbs up button for me, guys, if you could, please. Okay, I see Gab in here. Gab be sending me crazy stories, AKA Antoinette. What's up? Antoinette be blowing my thing up. I'm like, Antoinette, you be at work. You will get fired sending me all this stuff. Pretty Face Nikki, what's up? Tony Tates, what's happening? Caddy Texas Girl, what's up? Marty the Great, what's happening? If it's your first time in this live stream ever, doing a live stream with me, let me know. You can state it in the chat. I'll shout you out. Guys, I'm going to give you a disclaimer. Yesterday, I got a little bit emotional in here when I was talking about the Jackson watch. I want to let you guys know something. I want to clarify something. When I was emotional, it wasn't over the gift. There was something I forgot to tell you. And what had happened was the day I had broke my foot, something crazy happened that night. And it was my grandmother, Bunny. She had a very bad asthma attack that wound up sending her to the hospital. And that was the first time she ever was hospitalized over an asthma attack. And it was a scary situation. The reason why I got upset about that when I was getting emotional last night about the Jackson watch, it wasn't over the watch or the gift that my wife gave me per se. What it was over was that was the first time I seen my grandmother hospitalized. And that was the beginning of the end and her going downhill because she ultimately, years later, died the same way, having a massive asthma attack that they couldn't get under control, and she wound up dying. So when I was telling you that story last night, I got overwhelmed with emotion because I was thinking just that idea of that watch. You know, I was so worried about the watch and stuff that I didn't see signs. When I was a kid, I would never know that it would be connected with the death of my grandmother. And that's why I was overwhelmed with emotion. So I wanted to clarify that. Okay. But hold on, wait a minute. Yo, we got a celebrity in the house, y'all. Somebody that was with me for a long time. They disappeared, now they back. Y'all remember Poochie? Remember Poochie used to be in the chat? Poochie's back, man. Shout out to Puka Luke, you know what I'm saying? Pukenstein, baby, she's back. Shout out Puka Luke, you know what I'm saying? Puka, I saw you pop in here, so don't be trying to act all shy and stuff. Puka, we know you in the house. Say what's up or something. But anyway, guys, we got 59 people in here. We got 36 likes. As soon as we get to 50 likes, I will start this thing. So for now, we just going to talk. So we got 59 people in here. If everybody hit the thumbs up button, we can start with these John Watts stories. Tonight, we got 61 people in here. Welcome. I got 14 John Watts stories. And I'm going to tell you something. It's amazing how when we do these stories and I go back and I look at them, right? I say to myself, it'll click from my subconscious. Man, I could have told this story. I could have told that story. Man, I should have said this. I should have said that. Yesterday, when I watched this live stream and you guys enjoyed it so much, I myself enjoyed it. I wound up looking and seeing. I was like, man, I forgot about this story, that story. So I was watching the whole live stream this morning. And I kept running back and forth to my whiteboard this morning with more stories. So I said, you know what? I don't want to wait till next Friday. I haven't did a back-to-back live in a while. So I figured we'd just do it tonight. What the hell, you know what I'm saying? And I'll drop a back to back. This one will rival the one from yesterday though. So, I mean, if y'all like the one last night, you're going to love the one tonight because John Watch is crazy. So we got 48 likes. We got 75 people in here. Hopefully everybody can understand what I'm saying. Hit that like button so I can get this thing started, man. I need 50 likes. I need 2 people to come in and just hit the thumbs up button so we can get this thing going. So we have 48 right now. We got 49. I need 1 more thumbs up. Come on. It's easy and it's free. Hit the button. Let's get it. All right, 51. Very good. That's good enough. I can take that. I can take that. Sister Gardner, what's up? All right, check it out. We're going to start it off like this. We're going to go with the first story. The first story we're going to do tonight, we're going to call it Doorbell Dixie. Now, all these stories about John Wash, this one right here is no exception. Guys, I was in 7th grade. I had a teacher named Mr. Arnold. Big, fat, white dude. I'll never forget it. He was cool as hell. And we were just sitting in class one day, and it was around probably the last couple of days of summer before, summer vacation. Like the last 2 or 3 days, or last week for that matter, we might not be doing nothing in school. That's like my favorite time of the school year was at the end of the year. We could just sit in class. Teachers wasn't really strict on us. We could walk from classroom to classroom, just sitting around, ain't really getting no work. School was cool at that time. So we're sitting in the class one day, and he's just talking to us, not like a teacher. He's just sitting up there and he's just talking normal. And he's telling us about how he was a kid and, he used to get in trouble and he used to do crazy stuff and play jokes. So somebody said, what kind of jokes you used to play when you was young? He was like, oh, we used to do like Doorbell Dixie. And I was like, that's kind of corny. He said, but we had it with a twist. He said, we would take bags of dog poop, right? And we would take the dog poop and then we'd take a lighter and we'd set the bags on fire. And then somebody come out and stomp on the dog poop. I'm saying to myself, I'm from the hood. Nobody do that. I'm like, that's kind of corny. So I'm like, we talked about it, and then I thought I didn't think nothing else about it. So check it out, right? I get home and I'm talking to my friends about it. I'm like, yo, this teacher told me some corny mess. So we all laughing about it, right? And then it clicks. I don't know why we thought about this, but we did. Hey, John Wash get off of work late tonight. Let's wait till he go in the house, put some dog poop in a plastic bag. Let's go to the corner store, get some dog poop in a plastic bag, and put it on the porch and see if John Wash come out and step on it. So now we got this crazy idea that this is going to be funny. Remember, I used to play a lot of practical jokes on John Wash that usually ended in me getting my ass beat damn near to death or him almost dying. So now I'm like, okay, let's do this. So we go to the corner store, right? Spanish store. We go to Poppy. We're like, Poppy, we need some brown bags. So we give him some brown bags. So we picking up all this dog poop in the hood. You can find shit anywhere. Pick it all up. We fills the bag up. It's like a bag about this big. We fills it up with dog shit. Shit's stinking everything. We fold the bag up, right? We fold the bag up, right? We go up to the thing and we put it on the thing and we knock on the door. We don't like the bag though. So remember that's key. We don't like the bag. So now we got the dog poop in the bag, knock on the door, right? John Wash come to the door. He keep looking. I'm like, yo, he ain't even looking at the bag. Now we behind the Cadillac, like in the street. On the road home, we hide behind the thing. We looking, right? Somebody's like, first of all, you ain't like the bag. We ain't got no lighter. We kids. We don't smoke. We don't know where we gonna get a lighter from. It clicks in my head. I'll go in the house and steal Bunny's lighter because Bunny used to smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'll steal Bunny's lighter and matches. She had that. Remember the white book matches they had? I'll get the matches out the house. I know where they at. Bunny hide them. So I go and get these matches, come back outside, right? Now, we done lit the bag. Hit the button again. John Wash come to the front door, right? So when he come to the front door, he opens the door, but the bag is barely, like the flame is not coming all the way up. The flame is like a birthday candle. John Wash comes to the door. Now it's nighttime, but we got the porch light on. So John Wash comes to the door. He don't see the candle because they pushed it, because I wasn't putting it up to the door. My friends was. They pushed it right to the screen door. He comes to the door. He can't see the flame because he's just looking out the window like this, and we got the porch light on. He can't see the flicker of the flame. So now that's the second attempt. We like, yo, you pushed it too close to the door. So now this the third attempt. We goes up there, right? Puts it right in like the middle of the thing. So when he looked down, he could see it. Now we light the bag again. We let the bag burn for a little bit. The bag burning, it started to like really burn. We sneak up there while the bag burning because it's starting to light up the front of the house. We hits the thing. John Wash is near the door. So when he bangs on the door, my friend bangs on the door, John Wash almost basically opens the door. We had a swinging porch, swing on the porch. We had like this little gap. When he did that and went to open the door, John Wash just opened the inside door, about to open the screen door. My friend ain't had no time to run. So we stood stiff on the side. When John Wash opened the screen door, he was just stuck between the swing and the what's name. So he's standing there and he looking at us like, what we do? John Wash comes out the door and don't even know he's standing there. John Wash busts out the door. Boom. He got his dress socks on, no shoes, no nothing. He looked down. He was like, buddy, get a glass of water. It's a bag out here burning. Bunny starts screaming. We had that green AstroTurf stuff on our that AstroTurf stuff that they use, like the artificial grass. We had that on our porch. So like the whole porch was green, like AstroTurf, like we had all the lawn furniture on it, right, in the front porch. So now he's like, it's gonna burn my AstroTurf. It's gonna burn it. Bunny's panicking. She comes with a pitcher of water. John Wash comes out the damn house, right? Bunny comes out the house and she goes to throw the thing. John Wash snatches the thing out of her hand. When John Wash snatches the water out of her hand, right? He starts pouring the water on the thing. But when he pours the water on the thing, like right as he's doing it, it was burning big. And then I guess it started like trickling down where the top of the bag was like blowing away and stuff. So he put a little bit of water on there and he picks the bag up. And when he picks the bag up, we're standing there like, oh my God, he picked the bag up. He picks the bag up and he stuck his hand in there. He said, he smelled, he's like, he stuck his hand in there. He pulled out all this shit in his hand. It was like, buddy, it's a bag of crap. Like, cause he don't say shit. He's like, it's a bag of crap. Look like dog crap. Look, buddy, like, oh, Johnny, yo, she goes back in the house. That's not the reaction we wanted. We wanted him to step on the shit. He picked the shit up in his hand, nasty as hell. He looking at it. He puts it there. Some dumbass kids and left that on the thing. One of my friends busts out laughing hard as hell. He stands up, all stupid. We like, yo, we can't even grab him and make him sit down. Now it's the Cadillac he's standing behind. John Wash sees him, but John Wash don't have his glasses on, but he sees it's a kid. John Wash tries to take off running with the bag of poop. The dude standing there and runs down the street. As he's running, John Wash takes this big ass bag of shit. He throws the shit back in the bag and he's running with it. He don't come through the gate. He throws this bag. As he throws this bag of shit, the bag just flies and doesn't, hit anybody. But the little boy, we wasn't little boys at the time. The boy is running down the street to the corner and he cuts the corner and he goes up the back street. John Wash is so angry that he didn't hit this boy that he runs in the house and he gets his shotgun and he's running out the back door to shoot at this boy. Bunny's in the way. So when I see that, I run, I say, hey, I saw you outside. What's going on? And like my timing was wrong because it was too, he didn't put two and two together. Lucky he didn't, because I'd have got killed probably. But I ran in the house. I said, hey, I saw somebody running from here and I saw you running in the house. What happened? I come in the house. John Wash got the damn gun like Elmer Fudd. He running. Bunny trying to get in the way. He runs Bunny over like he Errol Cannon. Move out the way, woman. He runs her over and shit. He gets to the door and he got the gun like this and hits the damn door and falls on the damn ground. He jumps up. I'm going to kill that son of a bitch. I said, what? He goes outside. You can tell he was in the military where he held the gun up quick as hell. You hold the gun up and he's looking. And he's like looking like waiting for the boy to come around there. And he's like, shh, he's cutting the lights out. I'm like, yo, John Wash about to blaze a kid for a bag full of dog food. He didn't even know. And he stood there for about 2 or 3 minutes. And I was saying to myself, I hope this boy don't show up. I hope that boy don't run by. That boy don't walk. John Wash was so angry He was drenched in sweat and every damn thing. He was going to shoot my man. I ain't gonna say his name. You know who he is. Shout out to you. But John Watts was going to kill this dude. You know what I'm saying? I looked at the gun. It was mad smears of poop on the barrel of the gun and shit. He stared into his head. John Watts give a damn. Knocked Bunny down and everything. But anyway, right? That's that story. I just wanted to tell y'all, like, playing around with older people to get you killed. A lot of people ain't down with them games. A lot of people doing these social media pranks and stuff. You never know the kind of person you run into, because if you run into somebody like my granddad, it'd have been all over for you, because he don't think none of that shit funny. So that's the first story, right? The second story, right? We're going to call the antique. Y'all going to love this. When I was younger and I started like being funny and making people laugh, first people that was my audience was my brothers. I used to make jokes, make them laugh. I'd make them laugh till they throw up. I'd make them laugh till they get their ass beat for being too loud because they couldn't control their emotions. I just doing little slick shit to make them laugh. All kind of stuff. This story right here is about me, Bunny, and John Wash. My brothers was included in the story. Now check this out. Me and Bunny used to go to thrift stores a lot. That was her thing, flea markets and thrift stores. I like going to thrift stores because I would get a toy or whatever I wanted to get it if it was within reason. So I just go because, you know, first of all, I was young enough to be by myself. Plus I know I was getting something. So now I'm out there with Bunny and we at this thrift store. I can't remember where it was at. We at this thrift store and I want to see if any of y'all remember this. They used to have these things. They was hot for a while. And like you've seen these in like older folks' homes. It would be like, it looked like a standing lamp. It would be about 2, sometimes 3 feet tall. It would be a woman inside the thing, or it'd be like some type of scene with plants and everything around it. And it would usually have like these look like guitar strings going all the way around it. And when you plugged it in, oil would come down the guitar strings and it'd symbolize rain. So y'all ever seen that? I don't know what they was called, but it was one like that, and it was like a lady in it. She was naked. It was a naked lady in it, and she was sitting on something. It was like artistic, like those Greek sculptures. She had one hand up, and she was like looking back like this, and she was sitting on like a column, and it was all this like foliage around her, and there was all these strings, and like when you plugged it in, it looked like it was raining on an angle, like she would just be in there. The strings was real tight. You couldn't touch it. It was a very delicate piece. We in the store one day and I see this thing. So I see it and like, it's not behind the counter. It's just out in the open. And it's plugged in. It has a light in it. You can see the lines. We had one ourselves. So I'm seeing this one a little bit different. And I'm looking at it and it had a weird smell. That's how you could tell it was oil. Like you couldn't touch it. So I'm like, man, this is a weird setup the way it looks. So I'm looking at it. I'm not thinking nothing of it. I ain't nothing but a kid, y'all. So don't think nothing about what I'm about to say. So I'm sitting there. She got her titties out, you know what I'm saying? But it's not painted. Now in school, I had this art class at the time. We had the art class. Some of y'all can see this. You ever see those little like plaster of Paris things you buy for your kids and they can take the watercolor and paint it and stuff? You know, it's like white, like look like porcelain or something. You know, you make a little face. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We was doing that at the time. Now I see this lady in there and I'm like, damn, nobody painted her, right? So I'm sitting there, right? I see it the first time, I don't touch it. A couple weeks later, we go back. I got my brothers with me. We sitting there and in the thrift store, they used to have these price tags. And the price tags, they would mark with a magic marker, like a fine magic marker. The magic marker was out. So I seized the magic marker. I grabbed the magic marker. I go to the thing. It's not plugged in. It's off. So Bunny over there checking in her stuff. I'm standing there. I'm looking around. I tell my brothers, watch this. I takes the magic marker. It's fitting between the strings. I start painting the lady's nipples black. I start painting them black. I'm like, yeah. I don't know what happened. We leave the store. I'm not thinking nothing of it, right? Get home. Nothing different. Something happened. Bunny had to take something back. Bunny goes back later on that day, right? And it was far from the house. She calls the house from the place. She like, I hear her going off on the phone. I hear John Wash, what? I'm at the house. He like, what? And he looked at me. I'm thinking something happened. I'm like, what? What happened? Get in the car with me. John Wash flying up the street. I'm like, Dad, what happened? He ain't saying nothing. Now I'm scared. Because this is when I knew I was about to get my ass tore up. Like when you get your ass tore up, you know you get certain signs. But a definite sign with John Wash was this one I know I'm gonna get my ass beat when he don't talk and he drive fast. And he don't say nothing and he won't look at me. I know I'm about to, it's over. What I do? I ain't do nothing. I'm driving. I see the scenery changing. And I remember last time I was going this way, I was going to the thrift store. So I'm saying in my head, like, what the hell is going on? Why are we going this way? What's happening? I don't know what's going on. Hey, is something wrong with Mom? Let me say something to take the attention off. But I don't know. The more I'm talking, the more angry I'm making him. We drive up to the thrift store. When we drive up to the thrift store, I don't know. I know for a fact why we there. So, well, in fact, I didn't know, but I knew I did something in that store. But I know he wasn't there, so I'm not really worried about it. Let me put it that way. So check it out, right? We goes up in there. There's a white dude behind the counter. He mad. He's standing there. So John Wash come in there, and Bunny's like, Stevie, stay here. So I stay next to the man. The man looking at me mean as hell, like. And I'm like, looking at the man, I'm like, okay, I'm just standing there. The dude staring a hole through me. Bunny goes over to the thing, and I see her point. She point, John Wash look. Thank you, Heather. Thank you so much. John Wash look. I see him breathe. Well, all you got to do is wipe it off. He says to the man, you can wipe it off. The guy said, sir, that is an antique. He said, that's not from America and that's not made in Mexico. That one right there is made actually in Greece. It is worth $500. Back then, $500 might as well have been $2,500. And the guy said, I don't want you to try to touch it because it's very delicate. I need you to pay for it because you just brought it. Yo. John Wash was so angry at me. The guy, this is when layaway was big. So John Wash went over to, I forgot what the bank was when we was younger. He gave the guy $500, I think. You know what I'm saying? Out of the bank, just gave it to him. And he took the thing home. I guess they worked out whatever else they had to work out. I get in the damn house. John Wash was like, you're going to stick your hand in there and you're going to get that stuff off. And you better not break a string. I stuck my finger in there to get that stuff off. The marker won't come off the thing, y'all. What you think happened? He rocked my ass, beat me everywhere but the bottom of my feet. I learned my lesson not to touch nothing else no more. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no way. He wasn't mad. Like, I thought he was going to be mad for what I did. But I don't even think he saw past the fact that he had to pay all this money for this shit. And I fucked up. So he was just like, clean up. I couldn't get it off. Yo, we had that thing in the house for years. Like, I was a grown man. I think he probably threw it out. Because when Bunny died, he was moving to Florida. He got rid of a lot of stuff. But that thing was worth a lot of money. And it still worked with the oil and stuff coming down. We just never turned it on. And I remember that. It's crazy that I haven't thought about that since Bunny died. I remember that. Yeah, I did stay in trouble. Man, listen, some of the stuff I did, me, myself, I would have killed my child. Like, I was lucky John watching them love me. Because, yo, and I ain't gonna lie. When I painted the lady, I stayed within the lines and everything. It was like my proudest achievement as an artist. Shit, it stayed up there. Even when we was growing up and we was looking at it, and she had the painted jaws. She was standing there like, but anyway, man, I survived. But John Wash, man, John Wash, He was hot. He bust my ass pretty good. But this next story right here, this one right here is about Michael Jackson again. And I thought about this when I did the other one about Michael Jackson a couple weeks ago. Remember, Michael Jackson did the Billie Jean thing. We talked about that. John Wash was hating on him. Remember, he wanted Michael to get his ass beat because he'd say Michael was like effeminate. So now, y'all remember the other one when Michael Jackson used to wear those other suits, like the toy soldier suits, with like the sparklies up here, with the soldier looking shit, with all it was all glowing. He had the red one, he had the blue one, and he had the white glove, right? Remember, I can't remember. Somebody let me know. I mean, I can't remember that far. Remember that time Michael Jackson had won all them Grammys? Remember, I think it was for Thriller or something. And he had all them Grammys in his hand. That night he won all them Grammys. Like every time they called anything that was black music, it was like Michael Jackson that won. And he would go up there and he'd be like, I'd like to thank everybody. You know? Shit. Look, I can't remember if that was, it was a Grammy Award. So, but anyway, right? I can't remember what year it was. So we're in there watching it. Me, my gay Uncle Thomas, my mom, my brothers, Bunny, of course. We just sitting in there watching. Michael Jackson winning everything. He winning everything. We clapping at the house. Oh, Mike, you know what I'm saying? John Wash in the back. He already know the Grammys coming on because Bunny, as always, on the phone talking, telling the business. John Wash hearing her. Oh, Michael's on. He already had backlash the last time he came in there and ruined the fun when Michael Jackson was doing the Billie Jean dance. So now Mike comes on there. Mike is winning all these awards. Now, this is late at night. So John Wash go to bed early. So John Wash happened to be coming through and somebody was performing. So John Wash stood there. Now, John Wash, he be hating. You know what I'm saying? So John Wash would be like this. Just John Wash presence destroys the whole mood of anything. Even if he don't say that, he's just standing here. It would be so imposing. We used to be like, yo, like, can you like go somewhere else? Like not even be in our sight? Because he would just give off this dark parental energy. Like he hated every damn thing. So look, right? Look. John Wash, right? Comes in and he's standing there when people perform. I can't remember what it was. I should have got me some tea. So anyway, right? The performance is over and they start talking. And they do something, the best album, something. They say Michael Jackson. John Wash standing there next to Bunny. Now, we sitting there, we start clapping. Everybody's clapping except for Bunny. Now, John Wash standing next to her. The dark energy's on and she can't clap. Because if she clapped, John Wash gonna get jealous or something. Because you remember what happened the last time. So everybody clapping. I see Bunny like, so now, because I'm sitting in front of the TV like always, I'm watching TV. So I'm like, yo, he done won a lot. Joanne like, yeah, that's like his 4th Grammy tonight. All you hear is John Wash. You hear this, it's like the hate usually be like a sound effect first before the words come. He only did that after he seen the suit Michael Jackson had on. I think he had on that dark blue glittery one with the thing. John Wash is in the military, so he don't play that. He don't play nothing about it. If you wasn't in the military, you wasn't in war, he don't give you no respect as a man. Like, you know, Michael Jackson had the glittery socks and all of that stuff and high with the pants. Now he got an army suit on and it's sparkly. So John Wash goes off. John Wash mad. It's like he made a mockery of the military. He ain't soldier material. He's not even a man to John Wash. He's kind of fruity. You know what I'm saying? John Wash hot. He start coming up. He waving. He got the glasses on. John Wash. Take the damn glasses off, Michael. He start blacking on him. You know them long steps they go. Take the damn glasses off the damn face, Michael. Is Joe seeing this? Joe Jackson? Where you at? Is Joe Jackson seeing this? I hear Bunny. None of us, me, my grown mom, or my grown uncle, Thomas, can say something to my dad on an adult level like, Dad, can you please not do that? Even if you said it nice, you would have got mollywopped. So now we're subject to the onslaught of the hating dark energy of John Wash, part 2, just shitting on Michael in front of us that all love him. Thank to God. Where's Joe? Where's Joe Jackson? He sure as hell needs his butt beat. So my little brother's sitting there. My little brother, young, like 5 or 6 years old. He don't know better. He says, why do you hate Michael Jackson? No, he said, how come you don't like Michael Jackson? Everybody in the world loves Michael. He's a nice guy. John Wash stared at my brother. He's only 6. John Wash was like 56. I looked over there. I looked at his tongue. He was like, he stared through my brother. He was only 6. John Wash stared at him like, let me tell you something. I ain't gonna say my brother's name. Let me tell you something, such and such. Number 1, you're a damn child. You stay in that child's place. You ever bring that child voice to my adult ears again, I'll pull your tongue out your mouth. I'm damn you mother standing there or not. It's my house. Do what I say, what I say. You understand me? You understand me? Yes, sir. My brother was like, yes, sir. He was standing there like this because he didn't understand. All you heard was, now close your mouth for a fly, get in it. Why would he say that shit? He said, close your mouth for a fly, get in it. So he closed his mouth, and my mom, Joanne, like, such and such, come over here. She brings him, put him here, right? And like, it's kind of letting him know, like, me and appreciate. Now that John Wash did that, he thinking back. Now his energy is against Mike. Mike started talking. I'd like to thank my producer. I'd like to thank everybody. Thank you so much. You know the bullshit Mike do with his voice. Look at him. He sound like Adam Ant. A little personality. No, he said a big persona and a tiny personality. You cannot tell me, Bunny, I swear, I know you don't like me talking like this, but it got to be said. I know he ain't never seen no parts of a woman, because if he did, his voice would have changed. He talked like he's not even in damn puberty. He said, this is a damn mess, the way he is. Ain't no way you got all that money and you're running around here acting funny. Look at his socks. He got on a damn army suit, ain't saluted the first officer here. What he say? He ain't saluted officer the first. Shiny ass suit. You know what would have happened if he was in the military when I was in there? Could you imagine him in Nam with that dumbass rainbow suit on? The big Kong would have took a piece out of his black ass. He started blacking on Mike. Where you get war from with fucking music? It's just a suit. John Wash was shitting on the man hard. He hated him. I'm looking at John Wash's face. When I was in Fed prison, right? It was this thing we used to call a convict stare. It's like a lifeless look. Some of the people that I show on some of my news articles, when they take their mugshots, they have that lifeless look. A lot of people say it's the 1,000-yard stare, where they stare at you and you don't see nothing in their eyes. That's how John Wash was when he was looking at Mike. John Wash was standing there and Mike kept touching his glasses. John Wash was staring at him and he was breathing hard like Friday the 13th, Jason, something. He was like, I'm like, yo, he would kill Michael Jackson if Michael Jackson was in front of him, yo. Like, he hated Mike. So anyway, at the end of the night, they said, oh, it's a record Michael Jackson. The next day, it's like, it's a record Michael Jackson had the most Grammys. So when we went away to school, you know, we stopped at the corner, at one of these area stores, the newspaper right there, it got Michael Jackson on the front with all the Grammys in the suit. So I'm like, yo, can I have the newspaper? I'm going to take the front page of the newspaper, take it home, and I'm going to put it on my door with Michael Jackson and all the Grammys and his suit. I like his suit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking nothing of it. Buy the paper in the morning. Paper's in the car. When Bunny comes pick me up, me and Bunny go home. I tear the piece of paper. I cut it real neatly. I tape it to the wall of my bedroom. I'm upstairs, right? I'm downstairs. I got my bedroom door closed with this big picture. It's about that big of Michael Jackson with the Grammys on it. I'm not knowing it's going to set off your boy. John Wash, and yes, I'm doing the do tonight. I don't want to hear none of y'all damn mouth. My throat is parched. Anyway, I'm downstairs and I hear, God damn it! I'm not thinking nothing of it. Me and Bunny sitting there looking at each other. We go to the steps. Johnny, this Bunny. Johnny, you all right up there? Did you fall? He's not saying nothing. Stevie, go up there and see what he's doing. You know, I was young, I could run up the steps. I runs up the steps, man. John Wash is so mad that Michael Jackson is on the door that he done ripped down a piece of paper and he can't get the tape off from the corners of the thing, right? He want every piece of paper off of that shit. John Wash so mad. He's trying to get the paper off. He can't get the paper off because he don't have fingernails. And like it was that old time Scotch tape, that clear shit that it won't even come off. He's sitting up there, he trying to get the shit. He gets mad. He starts punching the door. Like he's hitting the tape thing. It's gonna make the tape get loose and come off. It's crazy. I come up there and I see the thing. I'm like, Dad! And I go to run to grab the picture of Michael because I mean it's still intact. He just ripped it and the corners tore. I'm like, Dad! I go to get the thing. John Wash. The picture is of Michael Jackson smiling with the Grammys. I'm looking at the picture, like trying to say the picture. All I see is this shiny ass black dress shoe with dress socks, knee high, just stomp on his face right in front of me, like I can't pick the paper up. You better not. You better not. This sissy don't get no publication in here. You want to listen to his music? That's fine. You want to worship him? That's fine. But you will not hang this picture in my goddamn house. You hear me? Throw it in the damn trash. In fact, I'll do it. John Wash throws the newspaper, he balls it. It's a big ass piece of newspaper. He balls the paper up, right? Throws it in the toilet. It clogs the fucking toilet up. Now it's another problem. He got to go downstairs, get this snake thing, bring it upstairs, fix the toilet because he just went the first toilet. All the water came out like it kept running. Now everything is my fault. John Wash pissed at me. It was a messed up night. But anyway, that's that story. So, I mean, I suffered for nothing because I like Michael Jackson. And John Wash hated his ass because he said it was sacrilegious that he had the military uniform on and he was acting all funny with money. You know what I mean? That's what he thought. So now, this next story, I was going to say this story for later, but this story is going to be funny because a lot of y'all can relate to this shit. Remember back in the day when some of us was young, our parents would have guests over and they'd be like, do that dance you do that dance. It'd be like something funny or they'd make you do some comedy shit or something like that. Y'all remember they used to do that? WRJ said, what did Bunny say? Bunny didn't really say anything when he did that to me. Like he heard her screaming. So, I mean, she heard him screaming. Bunny sometimes be like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so, you know, y'all used to remember they used to make people do dances and stuff and embarrass us in front of grown-ups. Like, yo, do that dance. Do that dance and stuff. This dance right here, this time right here, John Wash is off of the Michael Jackson stuff. He understands he can't stop us from liking Michael Jackson. We like Michael Jackson. We laughing and joking. My uncle can dance real good. My gay uncle could dance real good. So he could do like stuff like Michael Jackson was doing. So like I hated my gay uncle Thomas. I hated him not because he was gay. He was just the youngest of my three uncles, aunts and uncles. So you know how it is. I think I'm one of them. So, you know, they like siblings to me because I live with my grandparents and that's their parents. So like, they can't tell me nothing. So like, it's beef all the time with me and him because he the youngest and he the frailest. And like, as I got older, he was my target. You know what I'm saying? So he could do the dance. Now I got a little level of respect. He's like, I'll show you how to do it, Stevie. So he's showing me the dance. I start doing the moves for real. Now we got this big mirror. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he was gay, so he's into choreography and shit like that. Shit. So he doing the dance. He like, nah, you got to snap it, Stevie. You got to snap it. You got to, you know what I mean? And 1 and 2 and. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, all right, let's go. So I'm in the mirror with the smoke. Oh shit. It's hot in this bitch. Look, I'm in the mirror. I'm so embarrassed. Y'all my family, so fuck it. I'm in the mirror, right? I'm starting to feel it. I'm looking at his face. I'm trying to make my face like his. I'm doing it. Something happens with the energy, and he keeps replaying the boombox. And he remember the song. I tell you the song it was. Remember the song. You got to be starting something. You better be. That's the song. And he's like, and 1 and 2 and. And 1 and 2 and pizzazz. Oh shit. And I'm like, okay. I'm looking at his face. I start doing it. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm really doing this shit. This is how you learn. Now I'm like, he goes upstairs real quick. When he goes upstairs real quick, for some reason, I got this muscle memory. Now I got it. I'm feeling myself. Wait till I go to school. They're going to be going crazy. I could do the Michael Jackson for real. You can't tell me shit. Yo, I'm feeling it. I'm playing Michael Jackson in the basement. John Wash come downstairs. I'm blooming up. I got the mirror up. John Wash come downstairs. I'm just killing it. Someone's always crying. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it, right? I'm feeling it. I know he's coming down because I noticed that. I say, yeah, he gonna sing now. I'm doing it, right? I hear him come down and then I hear him go back up. He goes and gets Bunny. Come downstairs. I happen to cut my eye in the mirror. I see John Watts laughing and he's showing Bunny. And Bunny like, yeah, like Bunny see me look. She's like, yeah, Stevie, yeah. You couldn't tell me shit. You couldn't tell me I wasn't one of the Jacksons, except the dude with the hat. I hated him. You couldn't tell me nothing, you know what I'm saying? I'm wilding. Now I'm feeling it. I'm doing all of it, right? Now I'm doing it so much, I got the muscle memory and I know how to do it now. Time passes, nothing happens with it. I just know how to do it and I laugh sometimes and they're like, do Michael Jackson, I'll do it. All of a sudden, something happens with Michael Jackson. I can't remember what it was in the news or something like that. John Watts hated him again. Don't do the Michael Jackson dance in the house. Oh, no, this is what it was. This is what it was. This is what it was. We was at an assembly. If any of y'all ever went to church, it's something called an assembly where like all these regional congregations come and they be there. When we was there, it was a bunch of us kids in an area outside. It was like they were taking like an intermission or something between like speakers. We was outside and it was a bunch of us outside and kids are just talking about stuff, music and stuff. You know what kids do? And they were talking about Michael Jackson. Dude was like, yeah, Michael Jackson. I'm like, I thought I was a Michael Jackson expert. Me and him get into an argument. I'm like, Michael Jackson don't even do that. Michael Jackson this, Michael Jackson that. So he like, you don't even know nothing about Michael Jackson. I said, what? I was like, I'm doing all of this shit. When I'm doing it, the kid's going crazy. He could dance like Michael Jackson. Oh, you could do the moonwalk and all that. I mean, I don't think it was a moonwalk at the time. I didn't do it. But they're like, oh, you look just like him. Oh. The other dude, I guess, because he was from my congregation, he wasn't said something. We had a little spat. So we had argument. I was like, no, shut up. You know what I'm saying? So he was leaving. He must have told his mom what happened. Mom gets the Bunny. Bunny goes to John Watts. Stevie doing dancing, provocative dance. They don't like that. Stevie knows better. Tell him to stop. We leave the assembly. John Watts eats me alive. Yo, they're dancing, doing sinful stuff. You know better. I bet not ever see you doing that dance again or I'm going to tear your tail. Cool. I won't do it no fucking more. I ain't got to do it around you anyway. I wasn't doing it that one time anyway, so fuck off. I ain't say that in my head, but I was like, you know, bad little kids. You're like, so what? Now, you know what I'm saying? John Wash. Well, this happened probably in the wintertime. Summertime come, we go to North Carolina. Now, I used to go to North Carolina frequently when I was a kid, but we would go see John Wash's army buddy. And the part of North Carolina we was in, I cannot remember where it was, but I remember they had well water or something. And it was a big trailer they lived in. And they had a lot of land with pigs in the back. And the water that came out of the pipes stank. It was like really bad. The ice, when it made ice, the ice maker, it would make the ice when you put the water in, the ice would even stink. It was real bad. I don't know what it was, but it was something with the well water or something. I hated going to this place, and we could stay there. We had a hotel, but we would come there and hang there in the morning, all day, all the way to night. All the way to night, and then like to go home in the hotel and then come back the next day for a couple of days. And I hated going over there because I couldn't drink no water out of the house. It had to smell. We had to act like nothing was wrong. John Wash wouldn't let us drink sodas because John Wash didn't want to be disrespectful. So he would make us suffer and drink this foul smelling water. So now we over there. His John Wash Army friend got 4 daughters. The daughters are older, like late teens. I'm still a kid. So they didn't really deal with us like that. So we're all in the house, and I had my cousin Yvonne, when I said it was a runaway, she came with us that time traveling. So she was old enough to be with them girls. So she would be with the girls and stuff. And, playing, it was just me. So I had to stay around John Wash and this man all day because, John Wash don't play no hang. You ain't going with them girls. You're going to be around us. So not thinking nothing of it. We in the house. Hear him in the back. They playing Michael Jackson. This is when they had the big LP. So all the girls like Michael Jackson. They playing Michael Jackson, having fun in the room. They get kiki and all this other stuff. Something happens, and the John Wash Army buddy his wife say, bring that out here and play it on the hi-fi. They used to call it the hi-fi. They got the hi-fi out there. So now they got playing on the hi-fi Michael Jackson's album. John Wash faking the funk. Bunny keep looking at John Wash and keep looking at me like, oh my God, I hope you don't say nothing and start ripping Michael Jackson in front of these people that like him. John Wash buddy like Michael Jackson. John Wash faking the funk. Yeah, Michael. In fact, let me show you something. Everybody gather around. We standing there like, what is you talking about? Right? Now, when you're younger as a boy, and only guys probably, I don't know how girls are, but with guys, we always have crushes on women that are way beyond our league. They had a daughter named Jackie. I'll never forget her. Jackie was bad as hell. But then again, my sense of beauty when I was a kid, if I seen her now, I'd probably be like, hell no. She was pretty. I didn't know nothing about sexuality or anything like that. She just had a pretty face. You know what I'm saying? And she had that kind of hair that some of the black girls have. When they pull it in the ponytail, it'd be like shiny and wavy and shit. Little ponytail in the back. Like she had that type of hair and shit. I don't know if y'all call that the good shit, but she had it. That wavy shit, real shiny. Don't have to put nothing on it. So I was like enamored. I ain't never seen a black girl with hair like that. So I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? This John Wash. Kids, listen. I want to show you something. Stevie, get up and do Michael Jackson. Do the dance. Hell no, not in front of her and not in front of them people. And I'm in my head, I'm like, why would you want me to do this when you threatened to kill me if I did it at the house? So that's the kind of stuff like when I was young, I was confused with and I used to get mad about. Why you want me to dance and do something you threatened to kill me over doing? Because you don't like the guy that does it. So I'm like, no, I'm not, I'm not doing that. And everybody like, yeah, do it, Stevie, do it. Everybody call me Stevie. Do it, Stevie, do it. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. No. And I'm looking at him like, no, what the hell are you talking about? I'm not falling for you. You're not going to beat me in front of these people, John Wash. This John Wash tongue. Stevie. Yeah, get up, go on. Show them your moves. Show them you can boogie. Yeah, come on. Huh? This stupid shit. I'm getting mad just staring at him like, no, I'm not doing it. So I get up. Because Bunny's like, hey, get up. He getting, you don't embarrass him. Get up. I know listen, don't we know our parental signs, like the signs they're serious or not? Exactly. Dance or die. Bunny gave me the dance or die. You get the fuck up. Do it. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll bust your ass. You know that. You'll be a casualty of war. This is his war, buddy. He'll save him and sacrifice you. They got a bond. You were just born here. It clicked in me. I get up. They're like, wait a minute. I'm going to put this up because I tried to make an excuse. I was like, this is not the right song. They was playing something else. I'm like, this is not the right song. I'm thinking it's gonna go away. No, we're the my cousin Yvonne. Me and her was rivals too. I used to handle her. She was 16. I used to be bodying her. You know what I mean? She bothered me. So I already know she gonna get on me. And like, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm standing up. This is what's her name? She like, I'll put it on the song. My cousin Yvonne, I'll put it on the song. I stare at her hard as hell. She go over there and put the song on. When she put the song on, she gonna touch the needle and be like, boy, that sticking the tongue shit out, boy, I swear to fuck, yo, that shit set me off, yo. I'm staring at her. The song come on. Doom, 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 doom. That's when I'm supposed to take off, right? I'm scared of John Wash. I'm looking at John Wash. John Wash staring at me. His eyes is red and he looking mean. I don't know if he's about to beat my ass or he's about to say, yeah, when they, like the people say dance or whatever. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, doom, 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 and I'm like just doing this like, and I'm people starting to laugh. I said, I can't do it. It's like almost like shyness. Bunny tried to shoot me bail. Shout out to Bunny, man. May she rest in peace. Bunny said, man, he's shy. He's not going to do that, Johnny. Stevie, sit down. Don't embarrass the boy like that. John Wash jumped up. Hey, you're hard at the house. You're tough at the house. When you're doing it in the basement, you're doing it at school, do it now. He said, start the needle again. That was the first warning. I'm like, Dad, I don't really want to, now I'm feeling stupid because he kind of got loud on me and got out on me. But I'm like trying to pick my poison because the girl there, I like the girl. I don't want to be embarrassing for these people. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, Dad, come on, man. I don't want to do, I don't want to do this. He turned around hard as hell. He took his finger like this and he tapped his belt. He said, you don't want to what? Do Michael Jackson. Do Michael. Now. That's your final warning. I looked at the dude. The dude was like looking at him like, okay. Then he looked at him. Then he looked at his wife. And the wife was like, so now John Wash is embarrassed, but John Wash don't know that they making him look like he made me look stupid. You know what I'm saying? John Wash, yo. I turned it on. I'm hot now. I start doing this shit. Luckily, I only had to do it 10 seconds. I thought they wanted me to keep going. 10 seconds, I did the shit. I do it, right? They laugh. I sit down. I was so angry at my granddad for that shit. I'll never forget that shit. He punked the shit out of me and made me do something that he hates me doing to Michael Jackson. I want to know if that has ever happened to y'all, where y'all parents get up and make y'all do stuff. And that shit is embarrassing, man. That's embarrassing. That'll shrink a kid. I would never do that to my kids. Hey, do that dance, do it or else. Like, parents was different back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, would you say I'm still not over it? I'm not over it. You can hear the emotion in my voice. Shit, make me dance. I dance when I feel like it. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Check it out. Little Red, Big Smile, and Kodeka Beats. Welcome to the family, love. So check this out, right? That's that story. This next story, we're going to call the petting zoo. This story right here, I was young, like probably in second or third grade, and I can still remember this shit. We used to take field trips in elementary school. They still do, I guess. I guess they still take field trips sometimes, right? We go to the Philadelphia Zoo, right? I'm from Camden, New Jersey. We go to Philadelphia Zoo. We go to the Philadelphia Zoo. And when we go to Philadelphia Zoo, they got this petting zoo thing. They got all kind of like little animals, like little sheeps and baby goats and stuff like that. And like, you know, just goats, period. But like they had these tiny goats. And depending on what area or the country you're in, goats do look different. I don't know, a lot of y'all know that a lot. They got pygmy goats. They got regular goats, billy goats, all kind of goats. And some of them goats be big. I've never seen a big goat. The goats we seen, you know, because it was tiny kids. They was like baby goats. They would just be like, and they jump and shit. They was the cutest thing. Like they would come near you, they put their head on you, stick you with their little horn. Like They couldn't do anything to you. And they like being petted. You could pick them up. So it was a cool experience. Later on that summer, I come home. Well, hold on. I come home from that thing and I'm like, oh, I want a goat. I want a baby goat. Bunny and them laughing. You ain't getting no goat, Stevie. But I'm like, oh, I want a goat. They're like, can't have no goat. Right? Later on, summertime come. When the summertime come, we go to this place. It's like up in like North Jersey. I can't remember what it was. And they had an actual petting zoo there. And it was like a fairground. So we had a petting zoo. John Wash is in there with me. Bunny had, her asthma used to act up. So like when it was like real hot and humid, so our asthma would act up. So sometimes we would go places. She would just stay in the building where it's cool because the heat would bother her asthma. So we out there, I'm ready to run and rip. It's just me, John Wash, and Bunny. We get out there. He like, oh, the petting zoo. I said, yeah, let's go in the petting zoo. Let's go in there. Now, let me describe the petting zoo. It was a little pet enclosure and it was full of kids, like little kids, right? You know those cattle gates they have? Like, I guess I call them cowboy gates, where it's like a pole here, and then it has the big splits where like it has the long poles like that. They had that all the way around the pen. The pen was probably about 30 by 30 feet, so it was kind of big. And it had chicken wire where the baby goats and stuff can't come out. And then like at the top, it like had a fold in on the top where they can't jump up the gate and get over with a chain link hung over like that, right? So check this out. They are doing they doing this, right? They got the goats in there and everything. So check it out. As they got the goats in there, they had a bunch of goats, they had some sheeps, and they had like bunny rabbits running around. It was just a menagerie of like critters and stuff. So we in there. John Wash is in there with me. And when we came in there, it was like a bunch of kids coming out. So now we're in there. John Wash is in there. Like it's me. I'm in there. John Wash is in there. Like a lady and like another kid is like, but they far over there. So it's 4 people in there with all like 30 or 40 animals. They got this one hold on. I want to tell you that. They had this thing where they said you could feed the goats. If you pay some money, they give you a bucket of corn or something. I can't remember what it was. And you would just stick it in your hand and they'd eat out your hand. So John Wash pays for that. Stevie, feed them. I don't want to feed them. I just want to touch them and look at them. You know what I'm saying? I just want to observe. John Wash want to give you the full experience. So now he got this bucket of stuff, right? Feed them. I don't want to do it. I seen their teeth. I don't want to deal with that shit. John Wash, Stevie, look, it ain't gonna hurt you. Look, he doing like this. They had this goat in there, y'all. It was like an old ass goat. It was a young goat, but it was big, like a billy goat. You know, the billy goats with that long ass shit. It be chewing and don't have shit in his mouth. And them dumb wild horns that go back like this. It was one of them in there. I never forget it. It had like matty gray hair hanging off of it. Had the long thing like a mean ass old man. It was chewing and shit. But it stayed in the corner. It was like sitting down, like chewing, like. John Wash started feeding the things. They all start coming around John Wash feet. He be like, these things are hungry. I'm standing away from it because John Wash is so busy and he can't really move because like they, you know, farm animals don't give a damn. They'll bump into you and everything, especially when they're not scared of you. They'll try to take the food out the bucket. So now he getting overwhelmed. All of a sudden, I happen to look up. I see the goat coming. Man, the goat start coming. The goat is coming and like it's doing this thing where it's kicking his legs like a horse. I'm scared. Oh, hell no. I jumps out. I runs to the gate. He got a little toggle thing. I comes up the gate. He like, Stevie. He's starting to laugh because he see I'm scared. I bust out. He like, it's not going to hurt you. So he thought it was funny with a laugh. He gets out. I'm standing there. I'm outside the gate. And I'm looking on the thing like this. The goat big as me. You know what I mean? The goat come over there. The goat start like putting his head on John Wash, like pushing John Wash. John Wash like this. Go on, get it. Like, because he think the goat, a giant goat, baby. The goat's still a baby goat, like a young goat, but it's just bigger, a bigger type. He thinking the goat is one of these baby goats right here. He think one of them pygmy goats is that goat. Like he the mom or something. John Wash, go on, get it. I see John Wash cut his eye to make sure ain't nobody looking. John Wash grabbed the goat by the horn and by the side of the face and mugged the goat. John Wash mugs the goat hard. The goat flies, turns around. Motherfucking goat comes right back up, put his feet up in the air, did just like that. Bang! He rocked John Watts. He hit the bucket hit John Watts, the corn falls all over the ground or whatever the hell, the oatmeal or whatever the hell was in there, falls on the ground. John Watts falls against the gate. John Watts looks around like, I guess to see if I'm looking, and I'm just frozen in fear, like, oh my God. That motherfucking goat came back, hit John Watts, bang! Right? The goat came, when the goat did it, I think the goat thought he was playing. You know, goats like test is like, you know, sometimes goats will bump you with their head as a term of endearment, or like they respect you or some shit, or if they see you as a rival. When the food fell on the ground, I think it set the goat off. The goat, like, I'm taking it now. John Watts was getting up. I'll never forget hit because he had the oatmeal shit all on his dress socks and shit on the side of his leg. He was getting up off the ground. I didn't even spit. He was getting up off the ground, and he was like looking at the goat like, what the hell? And the goat just went in on him. Man. Shit! The goat hit John Watts like up here and shit and drove him into the gate. John Watts was trying to fight the goat off. I remember looking because I was on the side of the gate where John Watts got pushed. I can see his black ass face getting pushed through the chicken wire. Shit. It was a fight for life. The goat was trying to get on him. John Watts was looking at me with the red eyes like, I know he wanted me to help or get help. Looking back at it now as a grown up, I know it was fear in his face. So he's like, okay, John Watts don't ever want to get caught out there where somebody got to come rescue him. So he's trying to figure it out. And I'm like, okay, he was in war, so it's probably like hand-to-hand combat with the bayonet. He gonna figure something out. John Watts winds up turning the goat, gets away from the goat. The goat pushes the goat. John Watts stands up. He got all his hands and like goat poop on him and shit. Stay right there. Stay right there. Hey, the goat is like moving though and like getting next to it, but the goat keeps like trying to corner. Stay right there. I'm not playing. Stay right there. Steve, open the gate. Open the gate. On the count of 3. 1, 2. The goat takes off on John Watts. Run up to John Watts. I heard with 3. John Watts tried to run. John Watts is not an athletic man. He got a dad bod. He had on those dress shoes. He's in hay and goat shit. He's already embarrassed because his clothes are dirty. He landed in the poop. I know it stink, all that urine and stuff. He got hay in his hair. His face went through the chicken wire. He's embarrassed. He's trying to run, but like try to act like he's cool. Like the goat's after him, but he's not scared. But I could tell he was scared. The goat coming. Like on his ass. But the goat didn't run full speed. The goat just ran behind him. John Watts runs out the thing, but I open the door. The gate, the little wooden gate thing. I runs this way. John Watts comes out the thing and he runs with me. We got the gate open. Just the goat. We standing there, we looking, and everybody's starting to look now because you see a grown man running with dress shoes on, making noise on the cobblestone or whatever the fuck it was. And they look at him, they look at the goat. The goat did just like this. Ran up to the front, and I guess he knew he couldn't come out that gate, and he stopped on his hooves like, shh. And he was just standing there chewing, looking at John Watts, mean as hell. Like the way he was standing, he looked so gangster, like, yeah, get the fuck out. That's how the goat looked. John Watts must have seen it. John Watts like, and I'm looking at him, I'm like, we forgot to close the gate. Yeah, I know. He like, looking at the goat, yeah, I know. He goes back over there and closes the gate. When he closes the gate, the goat standing right there. John Watts go to close the gate, the goat jump up and bang the middle part of that cowboy post, that wood where the chicken wire is. He banged that shit hard with his head. Boom. Right when John Watts hit the clasp of it, you heard it. He hit that shit. Now I think the goat was mad then when John Watts ran. He hit that shit so hard. I'm like, you'd have killed John Watts. So when he closed the gate and he hit the thing and it made that loud boom, John Watts jumped back. Walking away, he was like, you son of a bitch. He walked away. We went in the place and got funnel cakes and shit. John Watts almost died. This is the part that's funny. We get in the car. We driving. I'm not thinking nothing of it. John Watts in the driver's seat. Bunny in the passenger seat. I'm always behind Bunny because John Watts has to watch me in the rearview mirror. We're driving, and I looked at the side of his face that was pushed up on the chicken wire. He had a big whelp, like you could see the little octagons on his face. That shit pushed his face hard. She was like, is your face gonna be? Yeah, it's just a whelp. It's just a whelp. It's nothing. He tells Bunny, Yeah, the goat went after Stevie. Now he gonna make this lie up. The goat done went after Stevie. I had to save him. He almost died. Stevie, didn't the goat come after you? And I grabbed it, and then it pushed me down. And like when I had to try to manipulate my streak, you know, buddy, that's when it happened to my face. Right, Stevie? Right? And he like, you better fucking tell the truth. I was like, yeah, Dad, yeah. But in my head, I'm like, you lying. They go to almost killed your ass. You know what I mean? But so that's that story, the petting zoo. This next story right here is this is a Jehovah's Witness story again. Now, this story right here is about Prince. Y'all remember Prince. He came out with the Purple Rain movie and all of that, and I got a story about that too. Prince comes out with the Purple Rain movie, and before all of that, when like Prince came out and they were trying to like make a competition between him and Michael Jackson, right? Give me 1 second, my throat drying out. Sorry about that. So now, Michael Jackson and Prince, you know, we did Michael Jackson, we're gonna do Prince now and John Wash. John Wash don't know who Prince is. He don't watch TV. He don't watch music. He don't watch nothing. Michael Jackson is running the thing, and now Prince is making a fast rise to stardom. John Wash already hating on Michael Jackson because he acts like a little kid. He's funny with the money, he thinks. But when Prince came and John Wash seen, my mom, Joanne, showed Prince to John Wash. We was at a barbecue on a Saturday. I'll never forget it. She showed the album cover to Prince when he was dressed like the Purple Pirate and all of this stuff. And he had the thin mustache with the girlish features. John Wash seen that. He stared at the album cover for about 30 seconds. He never said nothing. He just looked at it because I guess Joanne showed him. He was like, I'll never forget his face. And I know how my granddad think, like, hell. So it's in his head. We get in the car, we leaving this barbecue. He talking to Bunny about it. Bunny's like, man, he's dressed like a woman. I don't understand. You know, Bunny feeding into it. John Wash goes off in the car. Could you imagine if Joanne, your daughter, because like every time you get mad at somebody, it's always their kid. It's never our kid. Your daughter, could you imagine your daughter bringing a thing home like that? Mom, I love him. He's the one. Shit. John Wash like, shit. I blow my damn brains out before I let that marriage, what do you say? Commiserate or commemorate or whatever that word is, that commemorate, consummate or whatever he said. John Wash hated Prince. Like he hated Prince, yo. Listen, John Wash hated Prince so much. Remember they was like doing Purple Fever? Because I'm like, yeah, Prince Purple Rain, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody. So now all of a sudden dudes is like, yo, purple is a fly color, you know what I'm saying? John Wash was like, I don't want no purple, nothing in the house. No purple, no pink, no rainbow, just saying all kind of stuff. John Wash just hating because I would watch videos, MTV, and Prince would come on MTV and stuff. You know, and you never knew what video was going to come on. So we would have like some videos like U2 and all this other stuff that nobody looked at in my area. We would turn it off for a second. Then we'd come back on, somebody black be on there. It's Prince. We'd watch that. You know what I'm saying? My thing was in the 80s and early 90s, I never seen a black dude, you know, because music had changed. With a guitar on stage, regardless of being dressed like a purple pirate, I never seen a black dude on stage. And then his guitars would shake weird. I'm like, what kind of sound? I've always been a music person, yo. You know what I'm saying? So now John Wash, you can watch Michael Jackson and take John Wash hate, but Prince, you better not have it in the house. You get your jaw broke, right? So now, this whole thing going on with Prince, right? Something happened and Prince was performing. I can't remember. I didn't really keep up with Prince like that. I wasn't really on Prince like that. He was performing his early songs, whatever his early, When Doves Cry or something. John Wash is looking at the dude, Prince, performing, right? I can't remember what it was. Bunny was looking at it. Joanne was there. I happened to just be there. Prince don't interest me, so I was just walking around the house. John Wash seen I wasn't really interested in Prince. Prince got the little mole on his face, remember? John Wash goes off. Why? See, but John Wash don't know the angle to come He don't know the angle to come at Bunny and Joanne with because they girls looking at him. And they, he acting like a girl, so them watching it has no effect on them. He only care about me looking at that and being in control. But he see I'm not interested. So now he just want to get Prince off. And, he don't care that it's not affecting me because it's not a threat to me. But he hates Prince, so he don't want them to watch it. So remember I said he got that dark energy of hate that he gonna say. So he's trying to look at an angle to come at them to get them to turn it off. So this is them. He watching it. He watching it. Got that dumbass mole on his face, looking like a goddamn tick. I know he got on lady perfume and all kind of stuff. He's a disgrace. Manhood, my ass. Look at him. How is that attractive? He got girls up there and all this other stuff, right? He's shitting on Prince. He's saying the F word. This is what you like? If I saw him in the street, I would attack him. I don't care. Like John Wash, blocking on Prince, right? Check it out. They watching the thing. Prince gets done. Ain't nobody thinking no more about it. Like, adult. I'm seeing Prince as a kid. As an adult, John Wash is seeing him as an adult. And like what he's doing is it's like sacrilegious. You know what I mean? It's like against nature. John Wash watching it. Whole thing gets done, not thinking nothing else about it. John Wash and Bunny get into an argument that night over Prince. I don't want Joanne looking at that in the house. Yeah, Joanne, my mom is like 20, in the late 20s. You know what I'm saying? Almost 30s. He's trying to control her looking at Prince. Something's not right. The power of the devil's in play here. I can't have that in the house. So she's like, all right, Johnny, all right, damn. We won't look at Prince in the house no more. Damn. You know what I'm saying? She's a grown woman. She can watch it in the house. So he's like, but she need to watch it down there. They going back and forth, right? So that's that Prince story. But this is why I brought that story up. I wanted to introduce you to why John Wash hated Prince. Now, we're going to go to the next story. The next story called Purple Rain. So that story was a prelude. This is the story I'm going to tell y'all. Prince blows up. Got the Purple Rain movie. Now, I'm older. You know what I'm saying? He got the Purple Rain movie out. Right? I don't like Prince. You know what I mean? I wasn't into him. I ain't gonna say I don't like him as a person. I wasn't into him. Purple Rain come out. Kids come to school like, yo, you gotta go see the Purple Rain movie. Yo, they had naked chicks in it, everything. Prince was getting all the honeys. I said, Prince be getting honeys? Because I'm thinking Prince is funny. I said, Prince getting the honeys? They said, man, you gotta see the Apollonia joint or whatever what was it, Vanity 6 or whoever it was, you got to see the Apollonia joint. I said, who the hell is that? They like, yo, you got to see it. She bad to the mom. Yo, she look good. Her titties was out. I said, what? I'm like, I'm desperate to see this movie. I'm trying to see the movie I was a kid. Come on, shit, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I got to see this. I can't have none of the kids knowing something in school that I don't know about. So now, it was so bad with the Purple Rain movie, y'all, and I'm keeping it real. It was so bad, people was lying and said they saw it, and they didn't see it. And about 3 or 4 kids seen it, so they became experts on Purple Rain. So if somebody said they saw the Purple Rain movie, they would go get these kids, and the kids would quiz them. And they'd be like, what happened on this part? What did his dad say in the movie when this and that, right? And if you say the wrong thing, they'd be like, oh, you ain't see it. And like, you was like shamed. So like, couldn't really lie about the Purple Rain movie. That's how serious this thing was, right? Yeah, Vanity 6, that's what it was. So look, check it out. All of a sudden, I get a chance to see the Purple Rain movie, right? I don't like the Purple Rain movie. I'm like, this is corny. Who could sit here and watch this? I didn't know he was little. And like some of the stuff he was doing, like when his dad was fighting, he got the way he was all little. I was like, Prince corny. Like I didn't understand. It was a dope type movie. Like you got to understand, you got to be on the wavelength for him. It was the worst movie I've ever seen. The only part I liked was the Purple Rain part. And then the part where he was like, do you want him or do you want me? You know the bullshit. And then he was like humping on the ground like, baby. I said, well, that's some fly shit right there. The honeys like that shit. Plus I like the titty scene when the girl was like in the lake. But you understand what I'm saying? But the reason why I brought this shit up, the story gets to the Kingdom Hall. Here we go with the Jehovah's Witness stuff. The movie Why do I make them sound like this and do this smug shit? Fuck it, it's just me. It's just how, I don't know if you guys notice something about me. When I imitate somebody, it's how their wavelength for their sound came to me and how their face reflects the way they felt when they say it. And this is why I do that kind of shit. So if y'all be like, where I get these face from, it's just the energy that comes off from me from somebody doing it. So check it out, right? Dan Hall, attention witnesses. There's a movie out causing a lot of controversy across the nation. It's by a guy called Prince. Prince isn't, like they don't know who it is. Prince isn't Purple Rain. It's called Purple Rain. You know, Purple Rain. It's called Purple Rain. You know what happened? The bullshit. Now they whispering like, what did we do next, elders? Tell us, like goofy shit. So check it out, right? We strongly advise that you don't watch this movie. There's been complaints that there's a series, like if you watch the movie, bad things happen in your home, especially to your female children. The story talks about a lot of domestic violence and stuff, and the devil is in play here. Someone reported that they bought a VCR tape. It was a purple VCR tape, and you guys were be careful of this purple VCR tape. The VCR tape was a pink type VCR tape that they had. It was like a special edition Purple Rain thing. But anyway, the purple VCR tape. Someone said when they played it, it played backwards. And the whole movie was backwards. And then later on that day, within hearing 5 minutes of it, one of the witnesses in the house died. Here we go again. Here we go again. I'm like, Bunny eating it alive. Joanne, you ain't got the purple rain tape. She was calling it the great tape. You ain't got the great tape. Bunny can never remember names and shit. She just know colors. The purple great tape. You got the great tape with the Prince. I hope you ain't got. Don't play it. Bunny, stop. So now, I don't give a damn about it. I know it's crap. I don't like Prince. I don't care. I'm a kid. Listen. So check it out. Now, John Wash is on alert. He get in the car. Tongue sticking out. You know, his tongue moving. Huh? He looking at me. Huh? See? I told you there's danger out here, buddy. You see that? Huh? Can't point. Why keep pointing at me? Huh? Told you it was danger. See that? Anytime you hear music, you can tell it's demonic when they play it backwards and all hell break loose. That's why I don't really want the hi-fi playing unless it's old stuff like Jackie Wilson or the Supremes. That's good music by good people, good heart, good soul. Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson. John Wash just want to play what you want to play. So now, John Wash said all this stuff about Purple Rain. I don't want it in the house. I don't want this. I don't want that. Y'all remember cable? Prince was out, and then it might take a year and a half, and then all of a sudden the movie would be on cable. It wasn't like the day where you could get a movie in the movie theaters and you could watch it on cable now, or to come out a month later, depending on if it crashed in the box office, you could see it. Y'all remember? It took a long time for the good movies to come on TV. So if you missed it in the theaters, you might have to wait a year or two for it to even come out. Now watch this. I'm in the house. And I'm hearing, but it's late at night. John Wash is not in the bed. Like John Wash always go to bed early. I come downstairs, I hear this. I'm in the back. So I come downstairs, I'm walking, and like I go into the back porch, and where I come, I can see him and what he's looking at on TV. John Wash sitting there. He doing the, the Purple Rain crying part. And I'm seeing John Wash back there. I see his leg tapping to the beat. John Wash used to drink Michelob Dark beer. He back there drinking the Michelob Dark with his sock tapping and shit. He listening to Purple Rain, y'all. He watching the movie. He go to take a swig. I come in the back. I said, Dad, what you doing? He spits the beer out. It flies. Drops the beer and everything because now he caught. He jumps up in front of the TV. He trying to push the button. Nothing. He got caught watching Prince. I said, oh, you was watching Purple. And before I got Purple Rain, he turned around like, he had mad beer like dripping down his face like a nasty ass Saint Bernard or something, like just drink out the bowl. He was standing like, basically, you better not tell. I said, oh, you was watching Purple? And he turned around, he's like, and the shit. He punked the shit out of me. I didn't even get the rain part out. He punked the shit out of me. Basically, if you tell, I'm gonna kill you. I was like, I just like looked at her. I was like, oh, I just came to get some Kool-Aid. I'm gonna go get some Kool-Aid. And like I was like sheepishly bound away. I never said nothing to nobody about it. Next day, we wake up, right? John Bosch called me to the side. Hey, because I we say good morning, Mom. I'm like, good morning, Mom. Good morning, Dad. Stevie, come here. You're doing it in the paper. Flip the paper. You ain't sending it to you. Where am I? I said, about what? He said, exactly. He flipped the paper back up. That right there was already letting me know, you run your mouth about I saw Purple Rain, I'll bust your shit. You know what I'm saying? This is my dad, and he's doing crazy stuff, and he's coming at us. You know what I'm saying? But when he get caught, now all of a sudden, it's a fear tactic. You better not tell. John Watt's crazy, man. Yeah, that's the Purple thing. He got caught watching the Purple Rain. I caught him. He spit the beer out like shit. He's trying to get in front of the TV. Nothing. All right, I pressed the button and shit. It took like 10 seconds for it to do it. I'm looking. I see the TV. Busted. All right, that's that story, right? Where we at? I got these stories all over. I got to look and see. All right, that's number 8. Okay. All right, check this out. Remember I said I seen John Wash about 4 years ago, right? So he probably was 92. We have 96 now, so he's 92. I goes down there and see John Wash. We went down there for 3 days, saw John Wash, hung out with him. John Wash, yes, exactly, Belinda, hypocrisy. We go down there. I ain't seen John Wash. Now, I want y'all to listen. Prior to that, I have not seen John Wash since 2000. In fact, the last time I seen John Wash was 1998. So from 1998 to 2018, I did not see John Wash. Think about that. I did not see John Wash for that long time. My own dad, I didn't see him. So we go down there. Now, when I go down there and I see John Wash, 92 years old. My granddad looks very young. He probably looks like he's in his 70s. He has all white gray hair now, and he keeps his hair still, neatly cut. And he got just a mustache, none of this, right? And he was walking and like he just had a bad knee, like he would just limp. So I see John Wash. I come down there. I got my business booming, everything. John Wash is super proud of me, y'all. He talking to me about the business. He telling people, how he loved me and like how he, of course, he's married to a woman that don't really know any of his family. He's just down here and he's around her family and he's like a man of mystery because we all in Jersey. So when I come, that's like a big thing for him. And I want y'all to hear me because he like, yeah, my son is successful. He got a business. He's been on TV before. This guy is doing the do. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of my child. Plus, he was disapproved of me because remember, I got trouble with the law. Remember? So, it kind of upsetting. So this is like, this is big for him. I come down there. John Wash is shoot. When I knock on the door, right? I'm going to tell you something, man. This made me feel really good. And like, the feelings you have when your parents, after you become grown and like you despise them when you was younger because of what they did, but then you understand who they were and what they was trying to do. When you grow older and they see you like as an older person and they see themselves in you, that sense of pride, man, is something that is overwhelming to them and you to just see them looking at you like you are equal. You understand what I'm saying? So now, John Wash, I come down there. I knocks on the door, boom, open the door. He said, oh, man. He hugging me. He crying. My granddad cried in my arms, y'all. He's crying. I'm holding him. And he's so little now. And I just towered over him. I'm like, damn, I remember him being small like this. I'm towering over him. He crying. He wiped his face. He said, wait a minute, let me wipe my face. He came to the door by himself. He made everybody stay back. And I think because he knew he was going to be overwhelming emotion. Let me see, wipe his face. I said, you okay? You okay? And he's looking at me. He grabbed on my face. He's like, Stevie, look at you. You look so good. Oh my God. And like, he's in awe. He's in awe of me. I come in, he's so fucking hot and proud. I come in, I sit down. It's like two older men and his wife. And his wife's like, hey, Stevie, how you doing? You know, I said, hey, Miss such and such, how you doing? I hug her. John Watts did just like this. I never forget it. This is funny to me, but he said, I'd like to introduce you to my son, Stephen Bryan. The way he said my name, it was funny as hell. The way he said my name. So I shake the guy's hands. I'm like, how you doing, sir? How you doing, sir? You know, I know how my granddad wanted me to be. I mean, he make me say yes, sir, no, sir. So like when I'm around older people, I do that. So I'm like, hey, how, sir? I give him a strong handshake and they impressed. They're sitting there like, man, your dad tells me you do this. I show them the website I had at that time. They're like, oh my God. They said, what do you do? And then I tell them what I do and I show them some of my work. They going crazy like, yo, you doing it. Yo, we proud of you. That's good. You know, some people like, yo, you black too? I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand. Thank you, right? So they're like, man, it's good to see a black man doing, you know, and I'm like, thank you. Me and my dad, right? These people leave. And me and my dad later on is sitting there. John Watts is sitting there with his wife. John Watts still crazy. This and I knew John Watts still crazy. John Watts in there talking to me and his wife is there and she started trying to talk to me about Jehovah. She started trying to give me like the Bible and try to show me scriptures. John Watts know I don't like that. So I said, I'm not really into that right now. So she's like, well, yeah, right here. Let me show you. We went to Bethel, New York with the elder. And let me show you. She came with the book. When she came with the book, John Watts just pushed the book like, she was like, let me show you something. So I'm sitting there. She's trying to share with me too. And there's nothing wrong with that. John Watts don't want nobody around me. He want me to himself. Let me show you the book. She started opening the book. She started picking. Oh, you saw this big ass hand. Not right now. Such and such, not right now. In fact, give us a minute. Say, leave out the room. I said, what's going on? You okay? I said, you all right? What's going on? Because like I can see he wanted to talk to me by himself. He's like, Stevie, I'm going to tell you. Still had the tongue going. I'm going to tell you. I'm damn proud of you, boy. I'm damn proud. He said, see the man that you grew up to be. You're handling your business. You're a family man. I know I did the right thing. And I'm gonna tell you something. He said, I'm sorry for all the pain and embarrassment I brought you because you get embarrassed. He said, we know you get you're tender-hearted. He said, we all know you're tender-hearted. He put his hand on my shoulder and you get embarrassed easy. Basically, he called me a bitch. Right to my face. We all know you're tender-hearted. Double tap. When they do that condescending double tap shit, that shit set me off. Two people double tap me. Don't never double tap me. That shit set me off. We all know you're tender-hearted and you get insulted easy and embarrassed. I'm sorry. Basically, you're still a bitch. In my book. But anyway, right? We're talking and his wife come back. Now his wife in there talking this and that. We all laughing, joking. I'm telling stories. I'm this and that. John Watts telling stories. We all having a good time. Now it's John Watts' turn to get roasted. His wife say one thing and it sets the whole mood. John Watts start blacking. This one I knew the old lion. Even though he ain't have teeth in his mouth, he was still a lion. John Watts start blacking. Old John Watts come. Yeah, y'all want to go get something to eat, some lunch or something? It's like, yeah, we'll go. You know what I'm saying? So we all get up to go. We go in the car. Get in the car. John Watts like, yeah, this is my new caddy. I got the new caddy. John Watts, 92 years old. He can't even drive. So now his wife, she do most of the driving. John Watts don't want her to drive because he want me to see him still driving at 92. She telling him, Johnny, you can't drive. Remember the last time you crashed? All you heard was, like John Watts crashed the car down the street, hit the neighbor's car because he couldn't drive. He couldn't see it. He was driving too slow. John Watts don't want to be seen vulnerable. John Watts like, nah. Hey, I'm driving. John, you're not driving. I'm driving. No, I said, Dad, let her drive. You know what I'm saying? Okay, just go sit so, Stevie. He stared at me mean as hell. Got in the car. I said, oh, okay, Dad. I see you with the CDs and stuff. You know, he had a CD player. I'm like, I see you with the CD player. She get the car. When they turn the car on, this is all you hear. Remember Destiny's Child first album? I mean, not the first album, the one that got Catch My Breath on. They had the drum roll in the beginning, like, can you keep up? You know what I'm talking about? It's that. It comes on, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, you know, first of all, that beat is like an urban beat. John Watts don't like rap. He don't like none of that hip hop shit. So the beat come on, and the car is kind of loud, but John Watts, you know, his hearing is messed up. You know what I'm saying? So it comes on. Can you keep up, baby boy? I'm like, yo, what the hell? And I'm like, looking like, what? How do you turn this down? John Watts, he trying to hurry up and scramble and cut it down. She like, yeah, Johnny likes Destiny's Child. John Watts, 92 years old, and he was in there lusting over Destiny's Child. I already know my granddad. It wasn't about the music. I know who he liked and who he was watching and supporting because he liked it. I know he was on Beyonce. John Watts, I know you like Beyonce. Don't front. Plus he told me. So anyway, right? That goes off. We go in the restaurant. I don't say nothing else about it. Wife go to the bathroom. John Watts and me sitting there. I said, Dad, you like Destiny Child? I'm like, they good though. I like that. I'm like, yo, Beyonce look good. He was like, yes, you do. But you know who get it for me? He looked around like, you know, oh, married men always looking to see if they wife there. He's like, who get it for me? He look around. Kelly Rowland. She remind me of Bunny a little bit. He did his eye like this. Remind me of Bunny a little bit. Shitty body of Bunny. John Watts stupid. He was lusting. So we was in the car and we was driving back, and he had like he felt comfortable with me. He was showing me all these different CDs that Destiny Child had. So they put on the song Survivor in the car. John Watts goes crazy. He's laughing. And I'm like, why you keep laughing off this song? And she was like, that's because I'm his wife driving. She said, that's because I'm tapping him and I want him to sing the song like he sings in the car when it's me and him singing it together. John Watts be in there singing Survivor with his wife, and he won't do it in front of me. I said, I should do you like you did me at Sergeant such and such. Remember I told you the Army suit with Michael Jackson? Like, you did me with that, and you made me do the Michael Jackson. Remember that? And we laughed. I said, you should. I said, you know what? Sing Survivor with me. Just sing the chorus part. I said, you gonna do it with me one time? He was like, no, I ain't gonna do it with you, Stevie. I'm not. So the wife tried to jump in it. All right, well, do it with me, John. She was happy as hell. Do it with me. John Watts' face just changed and got mad immediately. He stared at her hard as hell, like, he was like, do it with me, John. Like, he checked the shit out of him right there, like, you know better. John Watts cared so much of how I seen him, it was a shame. But I ain't gonna lie. With his accent, that would have been some funny shit to hear him singing that. I can see it now. He'd be like, I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. Bunny. John Watts. I'm a survivor. John Watts stupid, man. Yo, shout out John Watts, man. I love my granddad, yo. John Watts crazy. I know that's just how he was singing. Because John Watts can't catch beats and stuff with lyrics. I already know he was doing that. I'm not gonna stop. Keep on surviving. I bet he'd be in it called Wilding Out. Scream. I almost said his wife's name. Let me just shut up before I tell too much. But yeah, I know John Watts wild with that. I know. All right, this next story right here. This happened when I was in 11th grade. This is when I decided I wanted to play college football. I wasn't nothing but 116 pounds, right? So one of my cousins that I looked up to on my street was one of the greatest football players in New Jersey history. He went up 4 years older than me. He went off to college. You know what I'm saying? This dude right here was a beast. So I'm like, I want to be like him. You know what I mean? He was one of the people I looked up to when I was younger. That's how I got into football. So he's a big dude. So he goes to college the first year, right? When he comes back from leaving in August to December, his body looked like a totally different thing. This dude looked like a grown man, muscle on top of muscle. I ain't never seen that fast of a transformation. He come back lying. I said, what happened? He like, yeah, I was taking these supplements. You know what I'm saying? Like I was taking these. It's called weight gainer, muscle, dynamic muscle builder. This is when that shit first started coming out in the early 90s, right? Not like the early, like 89, 88, when bodybuilding was like the pinnacle. So he like, I take this, and he got a muscle-bound man on dude, and it looked like him, and he's selling me a bunch of lies, and I'm believing it. So now we go to the Cherry Hill Mall in Jersey. Shout out Cherry Hill Mall, you know what I'm saying? We go to the mall in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. He like, this is what I got. I used to take that. I used to take this, take that. I don't give a damn what you used to take. I want all of it. I see the muscles. I want the muscles. I'm a skinny kid. I always been cut up, but I ain't had no mass. I'm like, I want it all. You know what I'm saying? I was like the dude off 300. Remember when the dude was on 300, the crippled dude with the shield on his back, and they wouldn't let him fight? And then Xerxes came to him and was like, I give you the women. I give you the land. I give you respect. I give you everything. And he was like, yes, I want it all. I want it all. I was like that. I was like that. Minus the humpback, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I'm looking at it. I'm getting a photographic memory of what all this shit is. I'm like, I got to get this. I'm like, it comes in flavor. It don't taste like medicine. Oh, I have to have it. I run home to Bunny. Bunny, oh, I need $60. Oh, what? That's a lot of money. I want to play football like my cousin. I need to pay this. I'm lying. I need to pay this $60 so I can get these vitamins. No, I said, get this material, because I didn't want to say that, because, you know, they'd be like, it's medicine. You know what I'm saying? I'm lying. I take her up there. Bunny goes in the store. She sees all the stuff. How much is it? The guy's like, if you get the GNC card, we can do this, and it costs $40. So she winds up getting John Watts money out the bank, because Bunny ain't work. Pays like $48. I got the chewable chocolate Joe Weider weight gain dynamic muscle builder tablets. There's 80 of them in there. I got this powdered peanut butter little can of Weider muscle gainer. And I got this thing. It's like a medicine dropper that you stick under your tongue, and it's supposed to do some shit, right? Get to the house. I'm going to start Monday. I got all this stuff. I'm hyped. Bunny, now my cousin tells me this. You got to do like 100 push-ups a day. You got to do like 100 sit-ups a day. And then you got to get on the end of the chair, and you got to do dips and push like that so you can make it back on bed. You got to do all of that. And then you got to sleep 8 hours a day. Like he's telling me you got to eat all these foods. I'm like, I eat that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like an easy thing. I'm thinking, I eat this stuff. I just get big for nothing. I do the 100. It's work with that. I buy the stuff and I bought it on a Friday. No. I brought it on a Friday. I think we left and went on the, remember I said we traveled in the summertime, and, you know, we would go across the country. So I took the stuff with me, and on Monday I was supposed to start when we was traveling, because I was like, I'll do my push-ups, my sit-ups and all that stuff during the morning, and then I'll sleep in the car because I hate being in road trips, and my muscles will just grow. And when I come back in a week, I'll be real big, and everybody be like, oh, Steve, you like your cousin. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking this. Don't know shit. I ain't written no directions. I ain't did nothing. So we get to the first stop, right? We drive from New Jersey. We go through North Carolina. We stop somewhere. I get out the car. I got my supplements out. I'm showing the fuck off. I got them lined up on the medicine cabinet. You know, people put the toothpick. I got my stuff. John Watts coming in. What the hell is this? Oh, these are steroids. John Watts. They're steroids. No, you ain't taking them. I'm like, Dad, them not steroids. So I'm like, my cousin said this and that. Where do you think they get them college kids? Steroids. He's a grown man. His body's a grown man. You see the transformation in 4 to 5 months? He's a grown man. But sometimes it makes him sterile if you don't know to use it the right way. See, he knows how to use it. You don't. And that's what you get. How much this stuff cost? Bunny like, now remember, it was no internet back in that day where you could just go and look online and see that somebody took money out. You got to call the bank and all. So Bunny just lying like, oh, it was like $10. So now Bunny paid for it. The dilemma is he don't want me to take it, but he know he can't hide it from me because we ain't traveling. I'm gonna find it in one of them bags, and he don't want to throw it away because it's going to be embarrassing to me. And he also knows that it's money wasted. So big argument comes. Yeah, amino acids. Remember the amino acid? Wesley Davis, that's a good one. Amino acid. This thing was an amino acid. When he saw the black thing with the medicine dropper, he immediately thought it was steroids. He was like, oh no, it's steroids, it's steroids. No, you ain't taking it. He was like, it make you sterile and all of this stuff. So Bunny's like, yeah, the guy told her at the store it's safe, it's this and that. John Walsh ain't trying to hear it. They'll sell you anything. So I can't take this stuff. All of a sudden, right? Friday come, sitting there, I'm still working out though. He really see him doing it. So he's like, okay, Stevie, you can open the tablets and you can taste. You can take two, like I looked at the instructions, you can take 2 tablets. I taste the tablets. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was so disappointed because this is back in the day when they was in the early stages of development of this shit. It didn't taste like nothing the flavor said. It tastes like chocolate medicine. I put that shit in my mouth. It was disgusting. After I tasted it, fuck them steroids, fuck getting strong. I didn't want no parts of that bullshit. He can keep that. Certain type of person can do that. I can't take nasty taste in my mouth. And y'all know it because John Walsh trained me when he punished me, making me eat all that crazy stuff for punishment. You know what I mean? Pickled pig feet, pickled herring, black licorice, the ding-a-ling cakes, the yoo-hoos, or whatever they call them, the snowballs, whatever that nasty shit. You know, I was already trained. My punishment made it where I couldn't eat this shit. So I ain't feel bad about it because I ain't spend the money. I'm like, I don't want none of that shit, but I ain't tell them. I just like, oh, Dad, you right out. Wait, we got home. I tasted that peanut butter peanut butter. Oh my God. In milk, disgusting. My cousin like, yo, that shit tastes good. I'm like, no, it don't. That's just nasty. So I never mess with the supplements. You know what I mean? So that's why I wasn't big like that back in the day. So anyway, that's that story, the steroid story. But John Walsh, he shitted on it. But like when he gave me freedom, if I had tasted them, he was right. I ain't messing with none of that stuff. So John Walsh saved my life, I guess. Now that's that story. This next story right here, right? Where we at? I'm missing something. All right, that story, this story. Okay. Yeah, it's written small up here. I got to see. This is another Jehovah's Witness story. I'm older though. This is when I'm on my outs. Because remember, 16, John Walsh said, when I turn 16, I ain't got to go no more. I'm like 15 or whatever, right? I can't even remember. It was close. So I'm like close to 16. Fight the Power. Remember Fight the Power with Public Enemy? When Fight the Power came out, I'm not going to lie, yo. That was one of the hardest beats I ever heard. It was like revolutionary. That beat, yo, when the Fight the Power beat came out, I'll get shoot every time I hear that joint. You know what I mean? So now, everywhere you hear, they pumping the Fight the Power beat because it's a banging song. It came out, it premiered in the wintertime. So you know that summer, when summertime come and dudes can't wait to pump that in their rides and had a boom boxes, you know all you're going to hear is the most iconic beats. Fight the Power was one of them. So you know the summer's going to be lit. So now it's like the summertime. John Walsh makes me go to field service. I can't remember why. Bunny was sick, so he made me go. I'm older. I don't care. The year I was 15, and I know he kept his, he was meant I wasn't going to go. I didn't give a damn. I went every damn week. I don't care. Not far now. I was counting my birthday down. Like I was somebody trying to get out of prison. I couldn't wait. Now, I got to be like 15 years old. We out there, field service. We in an area where I don't know nobody, so I'm not worrying about it. When I got older, I just went with John Walsh because he was old. I would carry his bag, carry the water. He would do all the talking. I would just stand outside the gate. I don't have to be in people's face. I didn't have to wear suits like everybody else. I wore like, just like some slacks and just a shirt and a tie. I didn't have to be out there like the full suit on and looking crazy, because John Wash already knew. Plus, I was a good kid. I was a teenager. He ain't bother me. This one day, we all meet at the thing. We get done field service. We got one more block. We all meet at the thing. A dude I went to school with that I was kind of cool with was living with his aunt. And he told me in school, like, yo, I'm going to be around your way. I live with y'all. Me and him became good friends. So he went to field service that day. So I was just hanging with him. They don't know me and him kicking in school, laughing, joking in the street. So it's like being out there with your friend. His parents wasn't strict on him. John Moss wasn't strict on me. It's like hanging out. We just got suit clothes, dress clothes on. So we having a nice time just hanging and stuff. So at the end, we get to the last block. It's hot out there. They pull up. We all do a huddle. As we doing a huddle, this car come around the corner. It's pumping the Fight the Power beat. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Come on, let's get down. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Yo, I heard the beat. He heard the beat. We was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo. The ninja in us came out right in front of the people. Shit. The PE beat just brought the hood out of us. I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Right in front of the people. And we like, yo, that's the joint, right? And we like, yeah. Oh, 1989 stood up. We feeling it. We turned around and looked. Everybody was like, they was looking at us like, you know better. John Moss looked like. John Moss wasn't really mad about, I don't know why. I figured he'd be real mad about that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just showed off in front of these people. John Moss cared about. And we got in the car and he was like, what was that song, Stevie? Because like it sounded like a bunch of bedlam when you ain't in the rap, like the way it goes off. Yeah, what was that song there, Stevie? I said, it's called Fight the Power. He was like, what power? John Moss don't like that militant stuff. He don't like that. So I said, I don't know. He said, well, let's say fight the power that be. What power that be? What are we talking about fight? Now he want to argue with me over liking a song about fighting the system. I said, oh, the system of injustice. What injustice? So he's like, how does that apply to you? He got an older mind. I can't say anything. I'm like, answer the goddamn question. Now he ready to fight me in the car. I mean, he ready to punch me in my mouth because I'm talking about, remember, he was around with the civil rights movement and stuff. I wasn't. Because remember I say somebody young now that ain't never seen those people getting bit by dogs and all this, and they try to come and say something to somebody older that come from the South, you sound like a fool. They'll knock your head off when they witness it. I'm like that with John Wash now. John Wash, I don't know nothing. All I know is what he let me see on TV. John Wash ripping me. Hell of a nerve. I was down there in Georgia, Florida. Like, hey, God, you talking about some fight for damn power. He ate me up in the car. But yeah, man, that's the Fight the Power song, man. When I heard the Fight the Power song, man, shit, that beat, even now, like, it sent chills in my spine when that shit come on. But anyway, that's that story. This next story right here is Boy George. Y'all remember Boy George? I think out of Michael Jackson, Prince, Boy George is the one John Wash hated the most. John Wash hated Boy George the most. I don't know why he hated him the most like that, but he just hated Boy George. I remember he seen Boy George and he was talking about Boy George in a barbershop one time. Because everybody was like, yo, who does Boy George do? And John Wash was just ripping on him. I can't remember what he said, but John Wash hated Boy George. So we in the house one day, and I can't remember the song with Michael Jackson and Boy George. I don't know. Y'all might know the song. I can't remember the name of the song. I can't remember. I remember Boy George on there having a black shit on his face and a little Bo Peep hat. John Wash. Oh my God. When he saw that hat, John Wash came in there. He said, what the hell is that? Like he didn't even know it was a person. John Wash. The hell is that? That's a man? Bunny started laughing. Yeah. She started tapping me like under her hand. I was next to her. She, God, Yeah, that's a man. Like, watch what he do. Watch what he do. Watch he get mad. Man, the way the Boy George had that long Jesus-looking robe shit on with the pale fucking face with the black shit and the hazy. You know, the 80s videos used to be like hazy, like it was a dream and shit. He got that big ass hat on. He's spinning the fuck around. With them dreads. John Watts hated that fool. He hated him. He said, Bunny, I'm going to tell you something. If I ever see his face in this house, listen what he said. This is how I know he hated him. If I ever seen this face in this house again, I will break every electrical appliance in here. He said that right there is no. John Wash hated Bill. He never really shit on him. But I mean, when you look at John Wash and how older guys was, and then the 80s, it was a different era. A lot of people want to forget it. The styles and stuff. And then you seen Boy George, John Wash, what he endured in life. No. Like it's just, I think he went blind when he seen it. You know what I'm saying? He said, Boy George made him go blind. So anyway, we never played Boy George in the house. We never, like, when he could be on thing, we turned Boy George up. John Wash hated Boy George, yo. Like, I think he hated what he thought Boy George was, like standing for, like, you know, like just anti-masculinity. Like, I think he just saw it as that. You know what I'm saying? So that's that story. I mean, that was real short. I shouldn't have called that a story. But this next story, right? Where we at? Did the Destiny Child? Okay, I got two more. We're going to talk about the 90s, yo. Let's talk about the 90s. You remember the 90s, everybody, and like the late 80s, everybody had the box haircuts. They had the parts that went all different ways. They had the step joints, you know what I mean? Kid and Play, all this other stuff. All these hip hop groups, we had a big influx of just different styles of rap, all this other stuff. R&B, some people had the curl, there was the pretty boy style. John Wash hated all that shit. Yo, he hated all of that stuff. I cannot go back, y'all, and name a time when John Wash liked anybody from that era. Anybody. I can't remember. John Wash hated everything. He hated the big clocks. Remember the Flavor Flav clocks? He hated the Caselli glasses. He hated the Kango. Oh my God, John Wash hated the Kango. Oh, yo, John Wash I think the late 80s and the 90s was the worst time of John Wash's life because the world was going through a shift, a paradigm shift, and he couldn't keep up. He was like he was an ancient dinosaur that just got dropped down in this world of technology and malicious lust. You know what I'm saying? Girls were different. Twerking, doing the butt. Remember that doing the butt? Oh my God, John Wash, doing the butt. You ain't doing no butt here. Like this. John Wash hated all that shit. Yo, John Wash hated. With that being said, I got to think about some stories in the 90s with John Wash. Like, cause I mean, I used to black out in the 90s when he'd see certain things. Oh my God. Like John Wash used to get mad when people was like blue, black, dark, and they would wear like bright colors. John Wash would get mad, like come at him, like, what's wrong with you? You look stupid. You make all the numbers of people. Like, John Wash. Anyway, I'm gonna tell y'all this last story, right? John Wash, we was at, this is Jehovah's Witness story too, matter of fact. We was at this place called Buckingham. I think I told another story about Buckingham. We was at this place called Buckingham. It was an assembly. It was in Pennsylvania, far, like a 2-hour drive up in Pennsylvania. They called it Buckingham. It might be called Buckingham, Pennsylvania. And we up there in Buckingham at this assembly for Jehovah's Witnesses, right? It's like over 1,200 people. I used to like going to Buckingham because they had good ass food. When like we would go eat, they had a snack bar thing. It was nice. So we like going to Buckingham, right? So we go to Buckingham and we up there and we had brought our food that time because they had changed the price. The food was expensive. It was a long time waiting in line. So Bunny would always cook. She would always fry like chicken or something, whatever John was. So I think she had fried some chicken legs. This time we had potato salad. She fried some chicken legs. And we had some other stuff, greens or something. I can't remember what she made, but she made some stuff that Bunny always make, right? I hated the fried chicken when it was fried the night before and then put in foil when it was cold. And like we ain't had microwaves back then like that. You know what I'm saying? So like you had to eat the cold chicken wing at a room. It was nasty. We go to Buckingham. I want one of them big ass ham and cheese sandwiches they want. I'm talking about this whole thing. This is the only thing good about the trip. I'm gonna be able to go up there and get one of these sandwiches. I gets in there. I'm young. I gets in there. And the way it was you could sit outside the ground. So like John Watch had old army blankets or whatever he'd bring. So this time we sitting inside the building, which I thought was weird. I didn't want to eat around all these people walking by us. We sitting on the side of the wall on the building, inside the building, right? So Bunny got this little basket. She bring out, I see the fish. I see the chicken. I'm like, I don't want to eat that. I see the potato salad. When I was younger, y'all, I hated potato salad. I love it now. But when I was younger, I hated potato salad. Mustard potato salad, I hated it. Bunny used to make it with big ass chunks of raw onion in it. So like when you would bite it, like it was like big pieces of raw onion in your mouth. So I'm like, yuck, I don't like it. Plus, as Bunny got older, she would be peeling the egg so fast, it'd be eggshell and shit. Hell no. When you crunch on the eggshell, don't make you want to eat the shit no more. Listen, she got all that stuff. I'm like, I don't want that. I want that. So now, Bunny slips me $10. Go ahead and get what you want, Stevie. I don't think it's a big deal. John Wash in the bathroom. Come back, all the food. She made the plates. I'm sitting there. It's me, my two brothers, Bunny, 5 of us, and John Wash. They all eating. I come back. I put my food down. My brothers and them like this. Oh, I want a bite. I said no. No, you can't have none. John Wash loses it. Why can't they have some? Now, John Wash takes the sandwich out my hand before I bite it, breaks it in half, gives it to both of them. Here. And he looked at me. Now, you ain't got none. I'm hot. Bunny, fix him a plate. I'm looking at that chicken, but I'm hungry as hell. Now, give me some potato salad. John Wash, no, I don't like potatoes. No, he didn't know I didn't like potato salad because I would always throw it away when he wasn't looking in the trash. So now I'm hot. I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because I came up here for this, not for talking and the adult stuff. I didn't come in here for that. This was making my trip worth the suffering. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. My brothers start biting the sandwich. I goes off. Puts the food in front of my face. John Wash strategic when he tortured you. Now eat. Like basically saying you ain't greater than me. It's what I say. I start eating the chicken. It don't taste that bad. I start eating. And I'm like, I'm not going to let him know he got me mad. But my body is like so angry. Like I'm rigid. So I know he know he bothered me. Potato salad, I'm not eating it. The salad too. Eat the salad, Stevie. And he keep talking. You know what I mean? He keep talking. So this him. Eat the potato salad. Now he eating as well as he said, you know, get over here near me. I hate when he used to do that. He makes my brother get up and make me, I'm a damn near teenage kid. Come over here and sit by me. Oh, I hated that. Now, because we know back in the day, when you sitting by whoever sat by the father was the one that is known to get in trouble or the one that got in trouble. So I ain't gonna be sitting next to him. We sitting over here, right? All of a sudden, Stevie, I hear Bunny. Stevie, you ain't got to eat the potato salad. Yes, he do. I said, I don't. You don't what? You don't what? You gonna eat it today? Open your goddamn mouth. He grabs the spoon, big as hell, and shoved that shit in my mouth. My cheek was big as hell. I had that shit around my mouth. I goes to grab a napkin to wipe my face. He like, I'm standing there like a damn near teenager with yellow shit all around my fucking mouth. So now I'm like, okay, I got to get this off my lips. I got so much in my mouth, I can't move my tongue. So I'm going to have to chew this shit and swallow some to lick my lips for somebody to see me with the shit on my mouth. I start chewing. I swallow. I said, Dad, I can't. That's it. I don't want no more. Bunny say, Johnny, leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't eat that. He doesn't eat it, Johnny. John Wash so convicted on trying to just show he more powerful than me and make me eat this shit, right? He raises his voice in the church with potato salad all in his mouth. Now, I done just ate mine. And like, I'm like, ugh, this is nasty taste, the onion taste in my mouth. This John Wash. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. He takes the spoon I had and he puts a whole bunch in his mouth. He's like, see, it's good. What's the big deal? And when he said deal like that, a piece of food flew out his mouth, a piece of egg, and it flew and it just went on my face like this. It was cold and wet, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo, it just flew. What's the big deal? That shit was like, ah, shit. Shit hit me. Boom. I said, oh, fuck. And I just stood there. And my whole stomach was like starting to peel up. I'm like, get up, get up. He knew I was going to throw up. I mean, my tears just shot out my damn eyes. I was like, it was a big lump of egg, like, boy, shit. I'm like, because John Wash was gross to me, the way he talked. He would eat, and his mouth would be all, and be food all in here. He would give a fuck. He's like a pirate, a barbarian, maybe at the table, banging the beers. John Wash eat like that. He don't give a I was like, when it hit my mouth, I just stared at his mouth with all that nasty food in there. He was like, I'm sorry. I yelled that shit out. Like, bathroom right there. So I get up and just turn the corner, the bathroom right there. I run to the bathroom and yaks in the motherfucking sink. All the food, just yaks. I wipe my mouth. I don't even clean it up. F this experience. I don't even want to be here. Walked out. I walked out. I know people was like, ew. I went back down and sat down and drank water. Like, I act like I was traumatic. First of all, I was embarrassed because I had to throw up in there. That's number one. Number two, my brothers ate my thing. I was mad at them. You know what I mean? And number three, he spit in my face. He don't even know how to eat right. You know what I'm saying? So fuck it. That was it. But yeah, man, that's the stories on John Wash, man. I hope y'all enjoyed them. It's hot in this joint. I ain't got my air on. That's why it was a nice day today. I ain't turned the air on. Y'all want to sit on here and rap for a little bit, y'all? It's 2 hours into it. So what's it, 9 o'clock? Y'all want to talk a little bit? Because I ain't really give y'all no time yesterday. I had something to do. I ain't got nothing to do tonight. Y'all want to talk? Susie Q, what's up? What you want to talk about? What's on your mind, Susie Q? Jason Bird says it's a big game tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to smoke Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Dak Prescott is not the answer. The Eagles going to run all over him. Raheem Jamal, what up? Did John Wash ever talk about his parents? You know, honestly, I don't know. All I know that John Wash's grandfather was hung. That's all I know. I don't know nothing about John Wash's dad and mom. I never, that's a good question to ask him. Jane crazy. She gonna say dance school. Ain't nobody dancing. I was only doing that to show you how I felt at that time. I ain't doing no goofy stuff. I can't believe I be in here trying to sing with my voice. Y'all be in here getting a laugh off on me. That's cool though. Yeah, I think the Rams will beat the Buccaneers. Belinda Jordan, what up? Jessica B says she need to have story time with John Wash. Yeah, I'm trying to plan something. You know what I'm saying? To go see it. Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I put a GoFundMe up, because I mean my money ain't right now. If I put a GoFundMe up and be like, yo, I'm gonna do a live with John Wash and John Wash. Boy, John Wash, like all I need is just my ticket paid for. I might have to, I don't know. I don't like doing that though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I might do that in January because I mean, he's 96. I don't know how much longer he got. And like y'all would get a chance to see him, and he'd probably tell y'all some funny stuff about me that, you know. Barbara Cofield, how was my mom raised? My mom was raised in the Jehovah's Witness thing. In fact, she went back to it, like she's doing it now, but you know, it ain't the same with her. Mahogany Lady, when is your next meet and greet? I don't know. I might be going back to North Carolina soon, so it'll probably be in North Carolina. Yeah, I made some nice friends out there, so it's worth going back out there and hanging around. I mean, I met some really nice people there. So. I told them I would come back, so I'm trying to keep my promise. Hey, is Alabama winning the game right now? KH Pegram, good night, bro. Sister. I'm glad you enjoyed the stories. LA Rams say he needed. Why y'all like John Wash so much? Will he remind y'all of somebody that y'all know? John Wash was rough, man. Y'all like hearing these stories of John Wash, but some of the stuff John Wash, I say it now and laugh because I'm an adult. When you're young and you don't understand the world, John Wash was a terror, man. It was scary. Oh, Mahogany Lady, you got family in North Carolina? I mean, if any of y'all are down there, y'all close by, I have no reason why I wouldn't meet up with you. I mean, the way I am on here is the way I mean, if you like how I'm on here, you'll love me in person because, man, I'll be turning up. Susie Q, thank you so much. Susie Q, you've been nice to me tonight. You usually be getting on me. Unless I got to go back and look at some of these things, man. Susie Q been being nice. And she gave me $10. Okay, Susie Q, you all right with me. Susie Q, I got to get with you too about your page. I got some ideas for your YouTube page too. Contact me in the email and I'll give you my number and we'll go over a couple of things that I think will help you with your YouTube channel too. So contact me in my email. Okay? And let me know it's you. Because I don't know nobody unless you say it's Susie Q. Okay? I mean, only if you're interested. I'll help people out there help me. You know what I'm saying? So Bama is winning. Yeah, Puka Luke in the house. He left a comment. Puka Luke said we want to see John Wash. I can make that happen. I don't have the money for it right now. I can make it happen though. It would probably have to be in January. I mean, I'll put a GoFundMe. I'm like, yo, I'm going to go see John Wash to do this live stream. I mean, people subscribe. I mean, people had donated for me to get to Vegas. So, I mean, I know they probably donated me to get to watch. It shouldn't be that much money. You know, like y'all notice. I don't know if y'all notice. I don't leave that GoFundMe up. I do the GoFundMe. I get just enough money for my goal, and then I get off. You know what I'm saying? My thing is the air travel at such short notice. That should be expensive. I have enough to be out there for the trip, but the air travel be rough, especially with the economy right now. They killing people on air travel. Rams 27-17. I think it's going to be like more than like 24-17. 27-17 is a stretch a little bit. Yo, if y'all seen John Wash, I know he would go crazy. He would go crazy. If I'm like, yo, John Wash, look how many people is in here. All these people know about all the stories. Man, what if could you imagine if I put John Wash on here? Because he'd never seen the live. He don't even know what this is. If I showed this to him, he would never know what this is. I'm going to be like, John Wash, this is a TV show. I would tell him like that. I'd be like, everybody on here is watching you right now. You see all those ladies? See that? I'm like, they all watching you. Say hi to him. He'd be like, oh, let me get myself ready. John Wash! John Wash crazy. John Wash a good man, though. He was good. What you saying perfectly perfect? You drive whenever you travel? I can't do that. I can't do the road trip. Like, I'm going to tell you something. When I rode from here from Memphis home to Houston, it was like 9 hours. It almost killed me, y'all. I came in here and laid in the bed. I didn't even make videos that day when I came back till late at night. It broke. I cannot stand road travel. Even if I'm not driving, I cannot stand road travel. I'll drive from here to Louisiana. It might take me 2 hours to get to where I got to go. And it kills me. I'll be in the car like, after an hour, I'm like, I got to get out. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like when I say I'm going back to Memphis, I'm gonna just drive it because I mean, I'm invested in the case, the Tyree Nichols case, other things. I'm invested in it. So I mean, yo, y'all think YouTube easy? YouTube hard, bro. Like right now, my back is killing me on this stool. It's killing me. And it's like, you know, everybody say you want to get a gaming chair. When you sit in them chairs, you sit back. I sit at the right height. You know what I'm saying? And like this chair is perfect, but man, this thing be killing my back. That's why like sometimes I get on here and I get off real quick. I got to stand up. As soon as I stand up, my shit sound like 5 planks getting broke at the same time. Crack, 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 crack. Damn, 15 hours, Illinois to Jersey. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. A good road trip is okay if you can come back in the same day. Let me put it that way. If you can go and come back the same day, that's all right. And you in the car with somebody you can have a good conversation with. You in the car with hollering ass, badass kids. That shit brutal. Yeah, King, I know you said you'd get me a chair, and we talked about that. I said, but you know, my thing right now is I sit at the right height. Like if I go and get that chair over there, I sit down low. And the way this thing is set up, my tripod, see how you can see the stock market Steve in the back and all that stuff? If I sit in the chair and I sit too low, I would have to alter the way this is where you couldn't see the banners and stuff. So it's kind of like, I'll figure it out though. I do appreciate y'all help though. At least y'all be paying attention. Some people like, yeah, you know. What else y'all want to talk about? I'll give y'all 4 more minutes and I'm gonna get up now. My back be hurting. Chef X say, WD-40. Now look, this is a Walmart stool. Ain't nothing but like $5 doing squeaky. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the show. Everybody, I was going to change it. People like, nah, leave it there. You know what I'm saying? Well, the stool did have cushion, but I've been sitting on it so much. Look, you can see the dots. See the dots in it? Look, I've been sitting on this motherfucker so long. That shit tearing my ass up. The sacrifices I make for my people. Sarah replied, Queen, replay Queen. My Cash App is Stock Market Steve 88. With $ Stock Market Steve, all one word, Stock Market Steve, like the sign 88. The letters 88. I mean, the number 88. Oh, you in Tampa Bay for the game right now? That's what's up. Have I ever went? Have I ever went to Tampa Bay? Yeah, my granddad's from there. I've been to Tampa, Florida. All right, they got good ass barbecue out there. What's a go? Oh, she said a gamer chair. Yeah, I know with a gamer chair, but I mean, if I could get it to sit at the right height, I'll mess with it. I mean, I'll be looking on Amazon, and like I got people that be trying to send me gamer chairs, like sponsors, but they be wanting me to promote the gamer chair. And a lot of times the gaming chair be like flimsy. Because I go look at the reviews on here and people be saying, don't get the gaming chair. Because there's a lot of people out there that'll give you gaming chairs. And like a lot of times they get the gaming chair to you. And then when the people order it, they be having problems with it. And then they fall on you because you the one promoted it. I ain't messing with that. So Mike saying, you grew up in Tampa, bro? Jane Roberson Bloom, you said your son watches me? Yeah, I see, King Delight, that you use a office chair. I see you use an office chair. And I see how you be back there rocking. I have to sit up when I do my stories. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because like if I sit back and keep rocking like that, I'm like, I'll lose focus because I start. And then, you know, I'm a mover. I don't stay in one place. So me doing this, you know, like you see me constantly moving in my videos. I'm one of the people, I can't sit still unless money's on the table. Then again, you know. What's up, Whitney? Yeah, they do got good barbecue down there. I'll never forget that. It's like a certain type of taste. I can still remember in my nose, I was young, how that barbecue smelled. It's crazy how I can remember certain things when you put it with certain people at certain times in your life. That's the coolest thing. Yeah, I missed the Pensacola and Mark too. They tore that shit down. I was like, damn. I came out of the feds. It was on his last legs. I'm like, damn, ain't nobody in here on a Saturday. I heard it was something about the reason why the Pensacola and Mark, man, they had good pretzels in there. Remember those soft pretzels they used to have? I think they said something. It was something about the property was owed taxes or something, and people just didn't want to. They had to increase the rent, and people was like, "Nah, we're not doing that." Of course, it was against the leases. The road rage video I did today, that lady crazy, man. Crazy. You see her sitting up there. We all want to be fair and stuff. So I mean, go get a supervisor. What the supervisor got to do with you not having a car seat in your car? See the game? Yeah, them pretzels was good, man. Hey, listen, guys, it's 2:16. I've been on here 2 hours and 16 minutes. I hope you guys like the live tonight. It was good to just come and commune with y'all. I'm saying commune like me in church. But you know what I'm saying? Like us to come together. I figured I'd do something nice for you guys tonight. I didn't have anything to do. And I only made 2 videos today, so I figured this would make up for it. But I mean, you guys my family, man. I love doing this. I love talking with y'all and having a good time. So I'll see you guys later on, okay? Thanks so much for stopping by. And I'll drop some videos tomorrow as usual. And I'll see you guys. I hope you enjoyed the stories. And I'm hitting the wrong button. You guys be good. Bye.